Mic test, mic test. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Buddy Bison stream. I hope we're all having a wonderful day, because I most certainly am, because we are starting a new game today. We are starting Persona 5S Strikers. So, so I'm looking forward to it. Hope everyone's having a nice day, as I just said. Basically, my experience with the game is I played it when it released, and I played only like the first 4 hours of it, because when this game released, it released approximately 3 days, I think, before I moved out of my mom's house and into the apartment. So I was a bit busy around that time, and if anyone remembers around then, when I moved, I was able to start streaming more, and I immediately started streaming Cold Steel 3 which I had physically and was waiting to move to begin playing it. So basically, this one just got kind of put on the back burner, and I never really got too deep into it. Now, as a game, and as I understand it, this game is a sequel to the original P5. I think it also functions as a sequel to Persona 5 Royal as well, because this game and Royal were being developed at the same time. Now, with the way that Royal ends, in terms of Kasumi leaving and like going abroad to do stuff, it's like, oh yeah, she's not going to be in this game. But it's like, okay, well, there's nothing like decanonizing her by this game existing. It's just she's not present in it, as far as I understand. And instead you get a different, well, I think you actually get a couple new characters in this game, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything else to say about it, so let's start the new game. But yeah, like, look at that. It's so stylish. Love it. And each of the main characters getting their own, like, color for their silhouette. Because I don't think it used to be that way. I think in Royal and base P5, they were all red. Persona 5 Strikers allows for you to experience the game with English or Japanese voices. We're going with English, because that's how I played Royal. So, yeah, I don't know if I've ever played through. Yo, it should be a station. Hell yeah. We love it. Okay. Already in Shibuya Crossing. I mean... Oh, yeah? What do you got coming up? Oh, okay. A Gatling gun helicopter shadow. Fun times. A little bit more intense in this game immediately, but sliding down the side of a building. It's cool as hell. If he had his grappling hook from Royal, he wouldn't have to do that. Rip off the mask. He just goes, okay. So in this instance, the mask is just a kill. It's not a engagement to the demon fight, which is neat. Okay. Yeah, I got my little knife. Hell yeah. Okay. And then, yes. And the sound effect from when you start the fights, just like, oh, it's great. Yo, what's up, Morgana?
That was one hell of an entrance, Joker. They're all riled up.
It's Futaba.
Just keep at it. Go ham until you've drawn every last bit of attention.
Go ham. Okay, so Persona 5 Strikers is a Persona 5 Strikers is a Musou game. So there is a lot of stuff going on screen. So I know that I lowered the oh, okay. So triangle. There we go. Showtime. Okay. Neat. Yo. Good. Oh, show's over. Okay. There's a lot of enemies. But yeah, so the game is a Musou game, so a bit more action-paced. Might be a little bit hard for me to narrate anything, given that it's a bit more of a action-paced thing. Like, I have to be doing stuff a little bit more forefront. Sort of like how when I'm playing Dark Souls, I talk a little bit less during bosses. Same with Ys. But yeah, I'm going to be talking over the opening because I don't want this to get copyright striked. Hell, I might even mute the game. Actually, I don't have my number for that, or I don't have my act. Do I have the action to mute the game? No, I don't. Oh well, I should probably have that on my Steam Deck. Hey Ninja, Persona 5 Strikers, the only Musou game I bothered playing. I've played a few Musou games. Yo, jump over the rooftop. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but anytime when I was younger, like looking out the window of a car, like in my brain, I'd be doing that. There would just be there'd be a dude in the distance doing parkour. It was sick. My brain was awesome back then. But yeah, it's interesting because there are certain genres. So I think I may have talked about before where I like the idea of Persona 5 Strikers with it being a direct sequel. I just wish that there was a version of this game that instead of being Muso was just more Persona 5, like just a more regular SMT. Um, but I don't dislike Muso. I think it's interesting when different game series go into different genres, because it's like, okay, in like there are certain ways that you can look at games and game genres where you're like, okay, this is how the characters have always felt it, like, but we as the player haven't, right? It's sort of like the idea where it's like in D&D every turn is only like a couple seconds for each like person. So it's like, oh yeah, like a battle encounter could only last like 2 minutes, but it took you X number of like hours to get through the combat encounter, because the way you talk and the way you roll and the way you choose to do stuff takes a lot longer than your character in D&D actually takes to do the thing, right? Sort of like how it's like you could almost envision that's like in Trails you have the turn-based combat, but to the characters in World they're fighting more like Ys. Would probably be like the equivalent, I would say. So it's interesting where it's like, okay, in this world, were they always fighting Muso style and we just interacted with it as SMT turn based, or were they definitively different? Like, is there a hard cut in canon? Nah, this isn't the way it worked before. Wouldn't be the first time P4's direct sequel was not one but two fight. True, yes. Yeah, dude. Oh god. I don't like fighting games, but I love the name of the Persona 4 fighting game. Just Persona 4 Ultimax, the ultimate suplex hold. It's like, yes, that's great. Fuck yeah. Hey, it's been a while. It only feels like that because you always forgot to reply to our texts. It's actually, what was the length of time between base P5 and Strikers? Because I feel like it was like a good few years. So that's like tongue in cheek. Because it was P5, then it was like, oh god, what was it? Wasn't it? When was Royal? I'm trying to remember. I feel like it was P5 base. Then it was like Strikers and Royal like near back to back. But Strikers was first, if I remember right. It works. People love Pro-Esque and P4's themed around television. Yeah, right? It makes sense. It feels like we've always good. Wait, really? I mean, I've just got a lot of stuff to do. I suppose it's been a little while for me too, hasn't it? For me as well. I had no money, so I lost service. Long time no see. How is everyone? I'd say I'm doing well. It's quite late, though. Shouldn't you all be studying for finals? No, I'm fine, unlike Ryuji. Stop, I'm already dead. Anyway, here's what I really wanted to say. Since it's almost summer vacation, why don't we get together? Not a bad idea. Yeah, you guys want to go on a trip? That sounds like fun. Perhaps Kyoto. That would be a nice place for a vacation. No way, Kyoto trips are for high schoolers. Sweet. Oh, sweet, we should get together somewhere and plan this out. I guess I was supposed to read Futaba's a bit more excitedly. Where at? Where else? It's me at the hideout. It's me at the hideout. Come on, roger that, leader. Hell yeah. Certain police department meeting room. Yes.
On the agenda is the series of incidents involving unusual behavior in public.
The classic. So one thing that I do like that they did with this game was they used all the I guess what I could describe them as, they used all the Persona 5 sound effects and they used a good chunk of the soundtrack. Right? Because they're like, okay, we are just like the Muso team, we're not going to try to do any new visual spin, any new visual style. We are taking P5 and all that it is, and all that it's all its style, all its sounds, all its music, and just putting it in Muso with a new story. And I can appreciate that. Bearded man. Once again, like, I feel like Japanese games are a little bit too early to label a man bearded man just because he has slight beard. Like, it's not like he's beard. I would say, like, long-haired man.
First, we have the Vice Minister of Finance. As you're all aware, he had some sort of episode during a diet session Q&A and abruptly confessed to document tampering.
Yeah. Austere woman. I'm a bitch. Do you know that I'm wearing a back brace right now and my back is already straight? I just like how it feels.
Soon after that, 3 Sapporo Central councilmen confessed to bribery and publicly resigned.
Hell yeah.
The well-known author Mr. S.
See, you got to appreciate the weirdness of this, where it's like, okay, we are the police and we are investigating why all of these corrupt officials started confessing out of nowhere. Right? Like, arguably not a bad thing that happened, but it's weird that it happens and therefore we're investigating it. And it's like, come on, guys. Like, yeah, we get it. Like, it should be investigated, but it's not the worst thing.
He held a press conference and announced he was retiring from writing, returning his book's awards, and deeming his body of work garbage. Then, a newscaster suddenly got down on one knee, confessed his love for his co-anchor on live TV, proposed to her, and got shot down.
See, that one, I feel like wasn't a change of heart. That one was just...
Lastly, the Director General of Criminal Affairs unexpectedly stripped off his clothing and ran around HQ until successfully detained.
Hell yeah. Okay, this guy gets it.
Something amusing to you, Inspector Hasagawa?
Yes.
No. Excuse me.
No, it was fucking hilarious. No, sorry, my bad. My B.
The vast
My B.
majority of these cases have been interpreted as nothing more than bizarre outbursts.
This voice actor for being facilitator sounds very familiar.
But, time and again, every instance involves a sudden change in personality. Furthermore, none of the individuals involved had any known psychological issues before their incidents. Therefore, we can surmise that these cases are the result of an external influence.
Just coincidences? Are you really implying someone out there is using mind control?
Ooh.
The cases I listed are only a small sample of this behavior, which appears to be happening across the entire nation.
Who is this voice actor? He sounds so familiar.
Sounds like the Phantom Thieves to me.
Haha. He said the name.
I want silence. Proceed with the report.
Thank you, Commissioner Kaburagi.
Not the worst thing upon the service, but I'm confessing at the same time is undoubtedly strange. It wouldn't be outlandish to say it was yeah. Although I did find interesting how they went from the ones that were like obviously Phantom Thieves or like Phantom Thieves adjacent, where it's like corrupt officials, to just like people being weird. Right? Where it's like, okay, actually now you're getting to weirdness. Like, it's, oh, okay, fair enough. But like the first couple, it's like, okay, the Phantom Thieves, last few, probably not.
As you've realized, or at least as one of you realized, these cases are very reminiscent of last year's change of heart epidemic.
Epidemic is how they refer to it.
The top brass have concluded that this is indeed the work of the Phantom Thieves.
God damn. See, I feel like it would be very nice if games had like an optional toggle thing where it's like, hey, here's the voice actor. just let you see it. Not that I would know their name, unfortunately, but like it would help. Because it's like, who's this voice? He's so recognizable. And I'm just being like, it's not this person, not that person.
What?
Huh?
But what evidence is there? No one's even established a pattern.
And we don't have any sort of motive. So far, doing it for kicks is the only thing that'd explain it.
Well, yeah, but the Phantom Thieves kind of did it for kicks. If we're like, the only reason why the Fan Thieves had motive was always a personal connection to each of the targets. Sans like one maybe. Like that was always it, but there was never like a motive other than damn, they're corrupt and evil. We should get them to confess.
You will investigate each of these incidents yourselves, as quickly as possible. What I expect from each of you are two things. One, to assemble enough evidence for a successful case. Two, to do so as quickly as humanly possible. The higher-ups are hell-bent on closing this case. I do not know why. It does not matter. All that matters is producing results.
I feel like you might be someone whose heart we go into later in the game.
Your suspect is the leader of the Phantom Thieves.
Whoa, man, that's profiling. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Show me a thorough investigation of his entire life.
Yeah, honestly, please do. We don't know much about him prior to high school. Specifically, high school second year.
So, the Phantom Thieves rise again.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, look at this. I like how it's like a nice blue sky. It's like a lot more curved to indicate, and it's going around like the highway to indicate more like freedom. because you're like, oh yeah, you're on vacation now. But okay. Interesting. Did they always, I feel like they didn't, I feel like in base game or even Royal, they I'm looking at the top left of the screen. They would always just indicate the day and time, whether it be noon, along with like the weather usually. But it wouldn't usually have a location to it. I feel like that Shibuya little thing to the left of 7 is unique to this game, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, how's it going, Morgana? It's been a while since we rode this to Young and Jai, huh? Now for today's train news. Today's headlines are: confession of document tampering. The Diet is in chaos over the Vice Minister of Finance's confession, and the power struggles have flared. Members of the Vice Minister's party have refused to comment across the board while the country awaits his court summons. In business news, fledgling IT company Medice reported record first quarter profits at a conference earlier today. Medice's earnings have exploded largely in part to their new virtual assistant, which, if stocks are any indication, is gaining fans fast.
We're almost there. We haven't seen everyone in so long. I know it's stupid, but I'm getting kind of nervous.
Yeah, it is stupid. You're all friends. Fan thieves are somewhat motivated because by not wanting the world to deal with adults who are ruining their lives ever again. The primary MO is to make the general public acknowledge exactly. But even then, it's like the motive that like the cops are looking after is like, what do they have to gain? Literally, the Fan Thieves had not much to gain in terms of like a definitive end result. It's not like, oh, we want money and we got money. It's literally just, we want to make the world a better place, and people recognizing us will help us do that. Because you have to think, if the world, like in the grand scope of things, it's like the more people that recognize them, the easier it is for them to initiate the heart steal. This is for getting to the depths of Mementos, learn who more guys, but no one outside Fan Thieves would know it. Yeah. You're kind of nervous. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah. When the Phantom Thieves come together, it's never anything less.
And from what I remember, basically this game is cool as a sequel
Finally made it.
because basically the way it works is from the start of the game, you have almost every Phantom Thief. Like, I think it's like the first little bit is tutorial and you only have like a couple, but then it like opens up immediately and you have the entire squad, which is really nice because some of the main like issues I would say with base P5 and even Royal is that the late game characters you don't get to play as much. Right? Like, yeah, you have the entire game to play as Joker, Morgana, Ryuji, An, Yusuke, and the vast majority of it as Biker Girl. But like once you get to like the last couple, it's like, okay, I only get like a dungeon or two with them, even in Royal. So this game just being like, hey, here are all of them all at the start, like boom, we can go hard and we can actually have the characters like last throughout the story and you get to enjoy them and their entire time and like their interactions. I feel like is a very smart way to handle a sequel instead of like, because they're handling a sequel in a different genre, so that's already going to be a hard pull. But if they're handling it to, well, solving a perceived issue of the first game or a perceived weakness of the first game, then they're at least like, okay, you didn't get this, but you got this. It's like, it's like, okay, it works. Finally made it. Hell yeah. Yonganjaya. Yonganjaya. You may have been gone for only half a year, but sure brings back memories. Okay, let's go to LeBlanc post-haste. I wonder how the chief's been getting along. Important location icons. Progress the story. Head towards the area with the meh icon. By interacting or approaching with the meh, the story will advance. Hell yeah. Did it always? I feel like I run slower. Where are you going? LeBlanc should be down the back alley there. Must be fond memories. It's a Kemi medical clinic. Yeah, that's Kemi's clinic. Maybe we can go see her later. We'll see her now. Supermarket? Come on, you can go shopping anytime. Let's go rest at LeBlanc for a bit. See, this is interesting because the interact is circle, not X. And I can't remember, like, I don't believe it was... We don't really have much time, but we gotta stay hydrated. What are you gonna get? Second maid, 10 HP, 10 HP. Nah, we're good. There we go. You don't have much time. 5 SP. Yeah, buy the SP items immediately. Don't know if that matters as much in this kind of game where you can just swing a whole bunch, but it's good. Looking good, Joker. Looking good. Pause. Okay, can't go to any menus right now. Cafe LeBlanc. Well, here we are. Doesn't look like things have changed much. All right, let's go. Let's do it. It's our friends. Ring-a-ling-ling. It's nice to... Hey, yo! It's the Sayuri, right? I think that's the name of it. Welcome home.
Surprise! We get you or what?
Yeah! It's Ryuji! It's Broji!
We missed ya.
It's been a while.
Did you get taller? Looks like you've been doing fine.
You too, Morgana.
Meow. It's gotten hot, huh?
I like all of their casual fits.
You guys hungry? Aw, Mona's practically purring.
It's Soji, bro!
Boy, were you surprised.
Yeah, in all his poker face.
You guys did all that for us? Talk about a greeting.
We hadn't seen you in so long, we knew we had to do something.
Had to do something.
We figured the best way to get you was to have Boss let us in early.
Thanks, boss.
Well, you're looking sharp.
Long time no see. Did you get even older? How have you been? Long time no see. Not gonna be mean to him.
Even though it's only been a couple of months, it feels like it's been a real long while.
It's almost like it's been some years.
Yeah, I'm sure you all have plenty of catching up to do.
Yeah, we do.
But I've got to open up soon. Go ahead and take it upstairs. After all, it's your room. Have a good time.
Yeah. I like how even Sojiro's like, I didn't want you to leave. So you like, I kept it clean for you. Because I knew you'd be back. You're my son. You're my adoptive son, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for hosting again. I appreciate it. Haha.
Now, thieves, to the hideout.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't just make a deal for me, Futaba. I'm the one who'd have to work behind the counter. Can still make a mean cup of joe, though.
Great. Just when I was enjoying the peace and quiet.
Seriously, though, it's not a
He
joke.
never fails to just
Seriously, it's not a joke.
Flung 3 of my finals in one day, too. Really freaking out.
Flunked 3 of your files in one day. Jesus.
I had so many makeup lectures in a row, I almost wasn't able to come over today.
Then I win. I only flunked one final.
I only failed 1. You're not supposed to fail any.
You two are the same as always. Can't you at least take your classes a bit more seriously?
Like, I like how there is just a level of, like, the ratio of intelligent to stupid in the Phantom Thieves is, like, pretty equivalent. It's almost impressive.
Ooh, watch out. Miss President's gonna unleash her fist of justice.
Jeez. Will you please forget about that already?
Like, Makoto's casual fit is pretty darn good. Like, with the like, very small jacket. Like, I don't know what to call it. It's like a half jacket. Short sleeve half jacket.
So is college life all it's cracked up to be?
A vest. That's probably what I would describe it as.
Yes, it's going well. I've been using the time to take care of the core curriculum. I've been busy too, but it's also a lot of fun. For example, I've learned how to selectively breed certain vegetables.
Yes!
Oh, yielded any results yet?
Vegetables?
Boy,
Food?
that got his interest.
Food?
Wait, aren't you in the management program, though?
Yes, but students are allowed to take courses beyond their own programs if they feel so inclined. They even offer agricultural science courses. You can learn all sorts of neat things, like the correlation between soil nutrients and yield.
Gah. That'd put me to sleep in a minute flat.
I feel like a lot of things will put you to sleep. Morgana, you're a cat.
And you, Futaba? How's school been for you?
Too easy. At this point, the only hellish parts are the commute and PE.
That's pretty impressive. So you've been working hard.
Praise me more. Keep it coming.
Nope.
Well, how about you then? You're the one we're most curious about. You doing okay back home?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Fine enough. I missed you. I missed you, man.
What a coinky dink. Me too.
Was talking to you, Futaba. I was talking about Broji. I miss my bro. Broji.
Well, I've been getting by too, but without you around, it's sort of like stuff is just kind of bleh.
Bro.
Of course. He's our leader. It's only natural. That's right.
Oh, I'm blushing here. Oh, I'm blushing here.
Once a phantom thief, always a phantom thief.
Want to just open the windows and say that any louder? Were the windows always that big, or were there just like curtains up before?
Well, I'd say we start coming up with summer vacation plans. Anyone have any ideas? Oh, right! We should figure that stuff out. You're fine to stay here through all of vacation, right?
How about a trip, guys? Come on, we've got a whole month to rage.
Okay, so this game is going to take place over the course of a month. That means I feel like this game's going to be pretty dense in terms of like timeline to like dungeon stuff. I mean, probably like obviously this game, with the way that it's structured being a Muso game, it can't like the timeline just can't be as long because it would just not work.
Aren't you forgetting about your homework? Not only do you have homework, but you're third years now. You need to start thinking not just about graduation, but post-graduation.
For real? Yeah, right? Bro.
No, stop. Don't bring that up. Not now, please.
No, Makoto, stop. I'm not ready to think about the end of high school.
Ryuji
I can feel that in my soul because you feel it twice in your life. I'm not ready for high school to end, and I'm not ready for college to end. Dynasty Warrior Games equals mowing grass, indeed. And it's like it's a very cathartic. It's like, oh, I'm gonna take an action game and make it cathartic. It's like, ah, yes. Ah, Mo, look at all these peons fall beneath my blade. Ah, wonderful. And now, big move. There we go.
Back to the topic at hand. If I may suggest Kyoto.
Oh,
Find an abundance of inspiration if we tour each temple and shrine.
aren't there like a crap ton of temples and shrines in Kyoto?
The sheer wealth of beauty I can witness in a whole month. I can hear the treasures of our history calling to me.
And I'm saying that as someone who I've not been to Kyoto, I've been to Osaka, and it's like even in the Tokyo, like you just like go on Google Maps and you're like shrines, and it's like there are so many, all the places, everywhere. It's like you were never like more than a 20-30 minute walk away from any shrine or a shrine at any point in time. It's crazy. It's really cool.
Yeah, if it's a month-long art tour, I'm totally gonna pass.
Oh.
A trip does sound nice, but what if we all went camping first? We can all go hiking and stuff during the day, and even throw together a barbecue at night.
Barbecue? Aren't those always big gatherings for people who socialize IRL?
But we're socializing IRL right now, Futaba.
Sounds fun. You can leave the firewood chopping to me.
Oh yeah?
Kicking summer off right with a barbecue buffet. Sounds badass to me. How about you?
Let's go all out on it. Don't forget the veggies. Let's go all out on it. Hell yeah.
Look for decent marbling in the cuts. That's how you get the real good stuff. Trust me on this. It does sound rather fitting for the summer. I like the idea, but we'll need an awful lot of vegetables to balance it out.
No, come on. Just only meat. We'll just mix up with different kinds of meat, okay?
Huh. A barbecue is one of the few things in this world that could pull me away from art. Our history's treasures can wait a bit longer.
Ah, screw history. We need to eat that meat.
Choosing food over art. You sure your priorities are solid there, Inari?
One cannot subsist on art, Futaba. One needs food.
All right, our first reunion party has been unanimously decided. We're going camping.
And with that settled,
Beep, boop.
Emma, list recommended camping gear.
Emma.
I have compiled a list of items recommended for camping.
Ah.
There was a sporting and travel goods store near 705 in Shibuya. Customer reviews rate this as the best relevant store in your area.
Oh my god.
Ooh, what's that?
AI. How poignant and timely.
The virtual assistant Emma. You haven't heard of it yet?
Oh, I think I have. It knows, like, basically everything and does all sorts of stuff for you, right?
Oh, yeah. It's got this, eye that thinks for it. Right?
Right?
I think you mean AI, not an eye.
Although, as far as I understand, AI Somnium files would beg to differ. I think. It's, like, I've never played the game, but all I've heard from it is that it's the kind of game that really likes to wordplay, being like AI, but I is love in Japanese, but I is also the I. like that kind of stuff. Sort of like Kojima, like to the next level, where it's like it's like what is it, Heartman, because he's in Death Stranding, because he has the heart issue and he lives at the Heart Lake in the mountain.
Right. It stands for artificial intelligence.
Oh,
It can search all kinds of databases, conduct navigation, manage your schedule, even talk out logic problems and stuff with you. The makers go on about how you can ask it anything and you'll get the best possible answer.
that's not terrifying at all.
I remember seeing a demo of one on TV the other day. They were showing off its functions and talking about how it's the next big thing.
Yep, that's it all right. Pretty solid tech, considering it's roughly 1,000 times smarter than Ryuji.
Only 1,000?
Shut up. That sounds kind of cool, though. I bet it can tell us where all the best ramen shops are.
Oh.
Yeah, you should all download it. I'm telling you, it's the bee's knees.
I'm not sure if Futaba would or would not be the kind of character to say the bee's knees. I feel like it would be an ironic bee's knees.
I suppose it'd at least be handy if we ran into any trouble while camping.
That's a good idea. Why don't you get it too?
Yeah, let's all download this app. And it's
Hello. This is Emma.
Medis.
I'm pleased to meet you.
Hello, Emma.
Please provide me your name.
Oh my god. Need to type it. Buddy. Bison. There we go. Buddy Bison. Hell yeah. Japanese voice. Difficulty normal. Vibration on. Subtitle on. Display damage on. Display control guide on. Invert horizontal. Off for now. Off. Cover camera. Camera speed middle. Camera speed aim. Cover camera. That's fine. Reset sound camera. Reset vertical. Reset gun camera. Yeah, a lot of these I'm only going to be able to tell. Select persona skill activation button. Changes the button for activating persona skills from X to circle. Yeah, 100% sure whether or not movies will be played. Gonna keep that on just in case. Original. Okay, I can't change that. So I guess that's if you have the DLC. Proceed without changing difficulty. Easy, breeze through battles, normal balance, difficulty, hard. For action game veterans, this can be changed later. Difficulty settings do not affect story content. Let's go. Thank you, Buddy Bison.
Again, I am Emma, your helpful
Oh,
virtual
tetsudai
assistant.
suru koto wa arimasu ka? How may I help you?
Looks like you've got it figured out. I sent you all friend requests. Please don't blow them off.
Please don't blow them off. I'm self-conscious.
Displaying recommended camping items. So Emma came up with all that?
Impressive, no? And it's not just random junk for sale either.
Oh.
It takes into account the season, the weather, your personal profile, and even your location for all its recommendations.
Oh.
For real? Damn, that thing's eye is crazy.
First tally. First for real? And we got one.
AI, not an eye.
Well, should we split up and buy everything Emma's listed for us?
Should we just obey our computer overlords unflinchingly?
Oh, can't we do it tomorrow? It's so hot out. I bet this guy's beat from the traveling too. We just went through all the effort to meet up at the hideout, yeah? So let's make the most of it.
Indeed. I have an absolute plethora of discussion topics for us to mull over.
Oh, yes, I've kept a list.
Particularly matters such as modern art and the possibilities within it in our current age.
Yeah. Anything but that.
Yeah, that sounds like the perfect way to not entertain people. We had a great time catching up together. Night. Ah, it even bounces. That's cute. It's like a ball.
Thank you for treating us all to curry, boss.
Don't worry about it. Just think of it as sort of a welcome back gift.
Dude, Japanese curry is so fucking good. I had it once in Japan. It was awesome. The funniest part is I had it in a in one of like the areas of Tokyo where there's like a US base. So like a lot of stuff there is like catering to Americans. And I went to one place and I ordered the American curry set. And the only thing like definitively American about it, and I say American, was that it was just like, hey, here's regular curry, here's some karaage, fried chicken, here's some like a little bit of salad, and then I think there was like one other thing. I can't remember what that other last food item was. But then it was like, hey, the thing that makes this American is it comes with a glass of milk. And I went, damn. At least they know. Because like, I'm like, I can't even be insulted because I love milk. It was good milk too. So welcome back.
With this guy hanging around again, it'll be nice feeling like old times.
Hell yeah.
Same here. Thanks again. We'll be back soon.
Well, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Ryuji.
It was nice talking after so long.
Funny, but it was a mini American flag. I don't believe there was a mini American flag, but I also would have liked that as well. God, you know what? Do I have? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? I'll be right back. Maybe I can find it. Maybe I can find it because I took a picture. Phone's over here. Phone is over here. You know this. If there is the presence of a mini American flag, I feel like it takes precedence over the existence of or the present or whatever. I don't need to progress in the game if I can figure out whether or not there's a mini American flag somewhere. No, that's not it. 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 No. That was. Ooh. Dude, had Hamburg steak. Shit was tight. It was awesome. I went to a family restaurant, didn't have to talk to anybody because I just ordered on a screen. I was in like a single person, like mini stall seat, bench place. It was great. It was awesome. Come on. Where? Yes. Found it. Oh, okay, that's what. I think it was like a little bit of kimchi. And it came with fries, and the fries were really good too. So you can see karage and fries on the bottom left. You can see the curry and rice salad on the top left. Top right is like some red stuff. It was fine. And then just a glass of milk. There was no mini American flag, unfortunately. However, interesting thing, there was just like Betty Boop there, just hanging out, along with just like anime cutouts, which is pretty cool. Like just out and about in the restaurant. And there was a big American flag in the restaurant as well. So like, without a doubt, like they knew what the hell they were doing, and they had I think they had like Keith Urban playing on the radio, which was very funny. But regardless, now that that has been taken care of and figured out, let's move forward. Nice talking after so long. Hell yeah, Ryuji.
Okay, let's get to shopping first thing tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah, we gotta get everything Emma listed up for us, right?
Yeah.
Then we should meet up by the Buchiko statue in Shibuya.
Sounds good.
See you then. Don't go forgetting, okay?
It's not Hachiko, it's Buchiko.
And don't go forgetting about helping out behind the counter either, okay?
Okay, fine. I was a bit rusty at first, but I helped out around the cafe before returning to my room. I'm exhausted from all the excitement today. Let's call it a night and get some sleep. Saving! You can save your current progress with Save is displayed at the lower right-hand corner of the screen.
I'll just add this.
Oh yeah. So this is my original save file, way back in the day. So I got to 4:36. I got 4 hours and 36 minutes into the game. Did not even beat the first dungeon. Okay.
Oh boy, does this bed bring back memories. It's nice to see everyone doing so well.
Indeed it
Shit
is.
seem to be the same as ever too. This place is just as great as I remember.
Yeah.
So, we're camping in a couple days, huh? Talk about a way to kick off your summer vacation.
I have never been camping. I've slept at like trailer parks, but I've never slept in a tent. Nor do I really want to. I'm looking forward to it. Let's visit tons of places. Hell yeah.
That sounds great.
See, that laugh sounded more like Futaba than anything.
Well, we should get some sleep. Good night.
Good night, buddy. Ugh. That must be beef from all the traveling. I can tell that I'm drifting to sleep right away. Oh no, this music. The chains of my soul. I Shufi as a cat all on, right? Voice actors is typecast into cats.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Oh my god, is it Lavenza? I thought my chains were broken.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Hello. Where's your bottle of booze? Purple lightning. Hello.
I know not whether to rejoice or bemoan this reunion. Regardless, I must perform my duty.
I would bemoan it, please. Well, he's a bit more than a simple cat. True. True. But might be more than a simple cat. But still definitively a cat. Like, cat that likes all the cat things can just also talk. And has a persona.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter.
And I guess I am bound by one again. Gosh diggity darn it.
The expression you bear now tells me you already know the reason for your summons.
This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
I must warn you of the danger threatening to consume both yourself and the entire world whose heart you strove so greatly to change.
What?
A most loathsome prison has manifested. Your appearance is ironclad evidence of this. You have become a prisoner of fate yet again.
Well, it looks like I'll just have to change my fate yet again. Can't say I recall that. What do you mean?
Someone, even now, plots to lure you into a disastrous fate.
Oh no!
Confronted by this evil will, your own cries out. Rise against it.
Yes! Rise!
My name is Lavenza.
Hi, Lavenza.
As one who rules over power, my duty is to witness the path you take. Should the world continue down its own current path, all that awaits you is destruction.
Well, we'll have to stop that now, won't we?
Have you the resolve to defy such a fate and face the distortion that yet again threatens your world?
You know it.
That is the trickster I know so well.
Indeed. Fearless in the face of adversity.
What awaits you ahead are more of the same. No, even greater hardships than before.
Indeed. Because you don't have Kasumi Yoshizawa with you. That bitch was cool as hell.
However, you must never forget, I am always by your side.
You got it, Lavenza. And this one is interesting, once again, because Lavenza as a character was only present for literally no time at all in the game in general. She was present for such a short amount of time. Because, like, after the twins fuse, the game ends in, like, a couple hours, if that. Like, you have very little time to actually interact with Lavenza, or even really, like, the need to. Because, like, in base P5, right, it's Lavenza fuses, we meet true Igor, and then we're in the final bit. Like, you're gonna go fight God, basically. And it's only in Royal where you get a little bit of extra time with Lavenza. Well, it's by your side. We're ring-a-ding-ding. Time to wake up.
The time has come. Let us meet again soon. Until
then, God, yeah. Dude, the Velvet Room theme is so iconic. Hey, were you having trouble sleeping last night, buddy? You were tossing and turning like crazy. Anyway, it's time for us to meet up with Ryuji and buy our share of the camping equipment. Let's head over to the Buchiko statue. Yeah, buddy.
Yo,
See, he's pretty bad. Don't forget to drink plenty of water, all right?
Good
Looks like it's empty as always. Makes me kind of worried. Hey, why does that cat meow sound so anxious? Everything's fine. Base game, you have a little over 2 hours of Lavenza. Royal gives you a little more with Lavenza, but not. Yeah, exactly. Like, Lavenza is almost like peak idea or peak character for, like, hey, when a character gets introduced too late in a Persona game, it kind of feels bad because you get no time with them. Now, mind you, she's not a party member, she's just an interactable NPC, but it's like kind of the same concept, right? It's almost like some of the later confidants where it's like, okay, your things feel very dense because you're only available for X number of total months to like go through everything, versus a lot of the others where it's like, okay, you can be spread out and it feels like it's a lot more natural. Where it's like, okay, we went from strangers to ride or die friends in 2 weeks, and now you give me plus 10 rank confidant. Hell yeah. Whoa, Shibuya is as busy as ever. Look at all the people. Let's get to the Buchiko statue right away. We don't want to leave Ryuji alone with this attention span for too long. Oh god. It's the smoking room. Smoking area. More and more people are quitting smoking. Maybe one day we'll have a need for this place. I don't remember seeing any areas like this, but I'm willing to bet that they exist. Still. Oh, and even on the mini map, it has a little face icon for who you're there with. That's cool.
I should write something.
I should write something. Yeah, what's up, bro G?
What's up? Ready to buy some camp and shit?
Hell yeah, I am.
Let's hustle to the store so we can finally chill for a bit. It's already way too hot out.
We're in charge of picking up the barbecue, right?
This exact complaint is why I went in October. Because I'm like, okay, I definitely don't want to go in a month that's even like remotely summer. So I was like, October, that's when fall's like just starting here and there. So it was great. Like there were some days where it was like a little bit warm. Like warm to the point where it's like I couldn't have like a light sweatshirt on. But that wasn't bad. But most days I was able to have a sweatshirt on, so I got my extra pockets. It was great.
Go ahead and lead the way, Ryuji.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. Oh, right, we can just ask the app.
Yeah.
Hey, Emma?
Hello. Do you need something?
Yeah, show us that store you told us about.
That store.
Displaying the optimal route to your destination.
Whoa, look at this sweet map.
We can even figure out how to help with a vague question like
Right?
Oh, this thing's a whole lot more useful than I thought.
That is, like, being vague and not even specifying. Because, like, you could have looked at several stores before.
Great! Let's get this over with so we can plan tomorrow's feast.
Oh my god, it's Alice!
What's all the racket?
I don't know who that is, but it's her!
I have a suggested event for you. A promotional store opening is currently underway at the Shibuya 705 storefront with Alice Hiragi.
Hiragi.
The hell's a suggested event? Wait, for real? Alice is here?
Oh my god! Number 2. For real? See, I have to wonder if by the point of Striker's localization, it was like, okay, it became prevalent that like that's the meme for Yuji, the fact that he just says for real. And it makes me wonder if they put it in more or if they just kept it the same. Because I'm willing to bet that what they did was there was a specific phrase, right? There's a specific phrase that he said probably in a lot where it's like, oh, like something like Majide? Something like that. And there's like, okay, the relative equivalent for Ryuji will be for real, right? And like he just says it a lot, and that's why it's the meme. But it makes you wonder if because it became such a meme in English in the West, that it's like, okay, maybe we put a little bit more of it. Lavenza shows a bit of Caroline's aggression, but for the most part, she's extremely calm and composed. She's like more composed to emulate Margaret, as well as being the straight man to Elizabeth's exception. Yeah. Yeah, Lavenza is very composed. Yeah. Yeah, she is very composed. I mean, I don't have very much experience with the other ones. My experience, it's ironic. My experience with Margaret and Elizabeth are from PQ1. Eventually at some point, maybe I'll play through the PQ games on stream. I've never played PQ2, so that would probably be my go-to one to stream, because as far as I understand, you don't need to, like, I'm pretty sure they are isolated games. I mean, it would be interesting to see if the PQ or the P3 and P4 casts like recognize each other again in Q2, but I'm not sure if that happens. But yeah, the hell is a suggested event? Wait, for real? Alice here, and Alice is.
Alice Hiragi is a Japanese fashion model and performing artist.
Oh.
She has gained attention with her adorable look and unique sense of style. She is active in a variety of media and genres.
And speaking of Q2 was like the unfortunate thing where it's like Q2 was, I think, the last big, quote unquote, big release on 3DS. And it was so late in the 3DS lifestyle that like even the localizers or the publishers didn't want to push to dub it. So it's only in Japanese audio. Like, it's obviously in English, but it's not dubbed in English, because it's like this game is so deep into the 3DS's life cycle, with the Switch, I think, already out by that point for like a decent amount of time, that it was like, yeah, we're not expecting great sales on this. And the extra time and cost isn't worth it, I guess.
She has become a pop culture tastemaker and continues to amass a devoted young fan base.
Oh my god.
Wow, Emma makes her sound huge. She really all that popular?
Oh, I don't know. What kind of answer is that crowd giving ya? Huh? Alice really is just over there. Oh, I can't believe it.
Oh my god. I could not care less. I want to go see.
Oh, someone sounds interested.
Hell yeah, bro, because we're bros, man. If you're interested, I'm interested. We're bros, you know? You know, we work well together.
It's on our way into the store. Why not check it out?
Hell yeah.
Totally cute enough for this to be worth it.
Come on, let's do it. Although I will say, given that the game does not ask you, hey, did you romance anyone?
What's going on?
I have a feeling that there's not going to be any romance options, or like I have a feeling there's not going to really be like confidant structure in this game. Like, I have a feeling that that's kind of how it's going to be, or not going to be. So it's like they didn't feel the need to be like, hey, who'd you romance in the base game, if anyone, right? Or who would you spend Valentine's Day with? Because it's like we're not even gonna broach that topic and try to make anything like that or anything unique. Yeah, what's going on?
Some shop opening ceremony. Wait, isn't that Alice? Alice Hiragi.
Oh my god.
Hi, folks. Thanks for coming.
Okay. She's wearing the ace. Like it.
A shop that carries one of my very own brands is opening here today.
Oh my god. Q1 plus P3 and 4 characters from the little autumn points of their adventures. Margaret knows what's become of P3 cast because P4 happens 2 years later, but she says nothing to avoid damaging the time. Yeah. That really is. That's the mean part about PQ, because I've only played minimal amounts of P3, but I know how it ends, and I know, and I watched the anime for P4. That's my experience with those two. But it's like, hey, here are these two characters. What are two of these characters' weaknesses? Oh, one is weak to darkness instant death. The other is weak to light instant death. Huh. I wonder why these characters might be weak to the death ones. Shop that carries one of my very own brands.
Have you ever dreamed that you could be somebody else, even if just for a little while?
Not often, but sure, yeah.
Well, I know a place where that dream comes to life. A
of Wunderland?
Now, I've got one question. Does anyone want to visit this wonderland with me?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Alice, I do.
Aw, thanks. Then I have a surprise for you. I'm giving away 100 invitation cards as a special present. They're magical cards.
Oh.
Have an even better time in Wonderland. Enjoy.
Is it like Card Captor Sakura cards? A show that I've never watched, but I've heard the opening to.
Here you go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Oh my god.
And one for you.
Holy crap. Alice just touched my hand.
Oh my god.
Oh, those are some quality specs.
You can call Margaret cool if you want, but she knows that P3MC has to do with it. I mean, I wouldn't say it's cruel. It's also not cruel because none of them remember what happens. Right? Like, it doesn't do any. Like, that's the ultimate thing with PQ. Like, ultimately, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of like each party's life things, because they just wake up or they go back to normal with no memories of what happened. Like, it only matters to the characters in the Q specific world because it's like, oh, everything that happens there is more pertaining to them and their existence, not the individual casts, right? So it's like, oh yeah, like I wouldn't even call her cruel. It's like, oh, why even bother? Why cause this stress that they're not even gonna remember when they go back? Quality specs.
Sorry, that was weird. Hope you like the star.
Oh my god, she complimented my glasses. Alice handed me a card.
Let the White Rabbit guide you to Wonderland. Have fun there, everyone.
Okay, hell yeah. Also, just remembered like the what was it, the Emma thing kind of looked like, if I remember right, the app icon kind of only looked like a eyeball. Where I'm like, I wonder if that's gonna look very similar to the app that we had to use to the metaverse app that we had to use to go to Mementos in the first game, the base game. The characters who would remember would be the Velvet Room attendants. Time doesn't nearly as much have as much dominion over them as it does the yeah. With that crown.
I can't believe I saw Alice. She was just as cute as I thought she'd be.
Oh my god! You're not wrong. Outfit's weird. You're not wrong.
Right?
We're bros.
She just has this vibe.
Well, she's all yours. My heart still belongs to Lady On alone.
And I'm still a cat.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, that's your shtick. Okay, Morgana.
Well, are you satisfied now? Let's hurry up with the shopping.
Fine.
Fine.
Oh, yeah, you got one of those cards from Alice, right?
Indeed I did.
Yeah, he did. You just got blown off.
Aw.
Can it? There were just a ton of people around is all.
Apparently over 100. Because she said he had 100 cards, and I guess she gave them all away? Okay. Okay, so I guess that first one must be Hiragi. Arisu no keyword. Wandarando. Emma no tomodachi keyword desu. So, Emma's friend word? Okay. Minna watashi to tomodachi ni natte ne. Everyone can become friends with me, I guess. Card says Alice Hiragi's Wonderland.
Alice Hiragi's Wonderland?
Look at me.
This looks like a boring old ad to me.
Look at me putting my Nihongo to skills to work. And also subtly foreshadowed the P3 at the very start of the game because Greek tragedy must be informative of its outcome. It must be. It's almost like a lot of the themes in Persona 3 are very much forward about that idea. Literally the invoker, or evoker, or whatever thing. It's like, might this be hitting the nail a little bit on the head about the kind of themes that are going on in this story? Just a tad. Just a tad. Just a wee bit. For an old ad.
There's some fine print here. Here's my Emma keyword. Please become my friend.
Oh.
What's a keyword?
Okay. Ryuji.
Didn't Futaba use something like that yesterday? She said we could become friends through Emma.
Like, it's really something where, like, I feel like you should be, like, even Ryuji should be able to pick up context clues. Right? Like, I guess it makes more sense in Japanese because kiwada was katakana, which means it's like a borrowed English word. So, like, maybe it is actually his first time hearing it. In English, it does not make nearly as much sense because keyword is a pretty, like, frequently used thing nowadays in digital society.
Yeah, do it. Come on.
Come on, dude. I guess I could add Alice as a friend.
So you input the keyword, then you become friends with Alice?
You said it's on the card, right? What was it again? Wonderland?
Which I feel like you could just become Alice's friend without the note card. Because you would think, oh, maybe you need a QR code to prevent that kind of thing where someone just types in Wonderland. What? Navigation? What's going on? This is weird. What? Mitsuhisa instead of Mitsubishi. I like it.
I don't know. Feels like... Whoa! What happened to you guys?
Not just me. You changed too.
Whoa! For real?
Oh my, 3.
Looks like this place is connected to the metaverse.
Hell yeah.
This is a joke, right?
Nope.
Whoa, check it out.
Aren't those the guys we saw at 705?
Hey everyone! You love me, don't you?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah? Then you can give me all your desires.
Oh no, it's the cops. You're stealing my soul gem.
What the hell was that?
There's no time. We'll figure it out later.
Okay.
Joker, Skull, let's fight our way out.
Yeah.
Fine, let's do this. We'll take all of you on.
Hell yeah, we will. It's more so the contract that the MC signed at the very start. Either you sign it and Ferris tells the president no one can escape time. It delivers all to the same end. They could have been more blamed about how the game went. Ah, okay. See, I don't remember the beginning that much. Because it's been a long time since I played P3P. And even then, I did not finish that game, so...
Stay sharp, you two. We haven't fought in some time.
Yeah, we haven't.
Just warm up a bit for starters. It'll come back to you soon enough.
Yeah. And the way that like they're talking makes it seem like they've always fought kind of like this.
Don't forget who you're talking to. The offense champ.
That's what I like to see, Skull. We should get in there too.
Okay.
Shield and say goodbye.
1, 2, 3, 4. Technical hits. You never see it come back. Yeah, they know. They know this is the best song. And they need to remix it a little bit to add a little bit more electric guitar. It's great. Techno hits can be triggered by using the corresponding skills on enemies that are inflicted with status ailments. They can deal increased damage as well as deplete the down gauge. Okay, and this is how you use skills with Aha. You hold R1. Oh, Pixie. Okay, I was going to use gun. Press X while holding R1 persona skills. Hold R1 and move L to aim at enemies, then use skills with X. Activating skills will consume HP or SP. Persona skills have certain affinities, while enemies may have weaknesses to specific affinities. By using attacks that an enemy is weak against, you will deal greater damage and deplete the enemy's down gauge. Persona! we go. Circle on downed enemies, all-out attacks. While an enemy is knocked down, press circle to initiate an all-out attack with your teammates. Since they can deal damage to several enemies at once, it is a good idea to use all-out attacks on large groups of enemies. When an enemy's down gauge is fully depleted, it will be knocked down. You're going to play an enemy's down gauge by striking its weaknesses or by landing critical and technical hits. Okay. There we go.
It's not just the outfits. We even got our personas, huh? A ton of shadow shit too. The hell is this place?
I'm getting
There we go. Keep trying to dodge with circle. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Because circle is my default dodge button after so many years of playing FromSoft games. See?
If this keeps up much longer, we'll be done for.
Yeah, we should.
Good use of our surroundings. See anything that could give you the advantage?
A pole? Are we going to pole dance? Or are we going to do cool pole action things? Like in, what was it? Dream Drop Distance in Kingdom Hearts. Circle during on-screen prompt, Phantom Dash. Press circle to move swiftly. After a Phantom Dash, you will automatically go into hiding. Triangle while in hiding. Special actions. Depending on the situation, press triangle while in hiding to perform different actions, such as attacking or moving. L while hiding, switch targets. If you are hiding and there are more points to Phantom Dash, you can switch targets between things. Oh yeah, baby.
Great show, Joker. Really did it with that one.
There we go.
Skull, keep it together.
See, I like how it is a mix of demons and a mix of demons and just regular police officer guys. Like, they don't feel the need to purely go like, okay, you're only fighting demons. Just have some neutral enemies. There you go.
That'll show 'em. Y'all are way too weak. Don't even try stepping to us again.
Don't even try stepping. Hmm?
Joker, Skull, watch out!
Oh no! What's happening? More reinforcements.
More of them.
We're getting surrounded fast. We have to retreat.
To where? Ah, the subway. Maybe.
Guys, over there. That looks like our best bet.
Okay.
Let's move it.
R2. Oh, that's why. Because R2 is run and dodge. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. It's a man.
What in the hell is this place?
Okay, but before we do that, I am going to take a small break just to get the ads out of the way, and also to stretch my legs. So everyone go get some snacks and water and stay hydrated, all right? Okay, and I am back. So, let's get back to the game. Okay, what in the hell is this place? Maverse? Presumably. Of course, at the start of the game, Ferris doesn't actually have a name. It's just something he calls himself later on once his link begins. And his face is even more Greek than most of the... Ah, interesting.
I think this could be Alice's palace.
What?
A palace? I thought those were done for, though. I mean, we don't even have the meta-nav on our phones anymore.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what's going on, but I don't think anything else could explain this. You saw Alice on that screen just like I did. No matter how you look at it, that was her shadow.
That was her shadow, and also we still have all our personas. And look at us. We still have the spirit of rebellion.
We just happened to wander into Alice's palace using Emma. That would be the most logical explanation.
Damn it! Whatever it is doesn't change the fact that we're in deep shit.
We need more intel. Let's investigate the area. This really is a palace? The distortion has to have a core somewhere. We need to find the treasure.
Indeed we do.
Oh, I'm even getting a faint whiff of it. If we look around, we may be able to learn what's going on too. We'll get
Sounds
a better
good.
idea of what to do next, depending on what we find.
Yeah, let's explore.
Guess we're doing this.
Exploration. Oh. Hell yeah.
No good. It's an ambush.
Oh no, a net!
This ain't fair!
If only one of us had a knife to potentially cut through the string with. I never stopped. And also now he did stop. Hello. And now instead of an ace, it's a heart. Because it's like she's the queen of hearts. Bitch.
Who are these little guys?
Little guys.
Your Majesty, we captured these thieves, but we couldn't seize their desires. We have instead brought them to you.
Yep, I know that Sentry's voice actor. One Yusus Alvarez.
Couldn't seize their desires? Explain yourselves. You look pretty cool.
Yeah, I am pretty cool.
So, what's your name?
Ugh, strong and silent. Ah, that was my face.
Joker!
Ah, so you are Joker, huh? Come now, Joker. You need to answer properly when your queen asks a question.
And once again, I'm just reminded back to originally when I played P5, where I knew Joker was going to be Joker. Like that, like it was known that that was the alias, so I just named him Joker. So he was Joker, but called Joker. And everyone was like, who could Joker possibly be? And it's like, how about the kid whose both names are Joker?
Quit it, asshole!
And you're not queen.
Ugh, would you shut your mouth? Or are you looking for punishment too?
What? Shit! Just try it!
Ugh, what a bore. I just stopped caring. Get rid of them, however. I don't want toys that don't do as they're told. Bye-bye.
Oh no. She just bye-byed us. Would you like to save a current? I would love to save my current progress. Investigate. Okay. Oh! Did we just get thrown down the trash chute? Of course, Morgana lands on his feet.
Hey, you guys okay?
Yeah, luckily.
Okay.
Man, that was some real shit. Even worse was that effing... So that's what she's really like, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry, Yuji.
How about you, Joker? She really whacked you good.
It was nothing. I'll get back at it. It was nothing. You know, I'm cool.
Well, that's good at least.
Ugh.
Damn that
Strong jawline.
Muchie's top shit.
Not gonna be chipped by a little staff. It's fine.
I'm gonna be so pissed off until we finally get back at her. So, where are we now?
Looks like we wound up underground. I'd say it's some sort of garbage dump. For now, let's just focus on getting out of here.
Sounds good.
This place is disgusting. Who just dumps people into garbage like that?
She
Find
does.
a way out as soon as possible. We don't know what we'll run into either. Let's keep an eye on how we're holding up as we press on.
Okay. Press options, command menu. This menu allows you to check the status of party members and adjust equipment, among other things. Ah, okay, so they went for the same kind of style, but instead of going like full silhouette-y, they kept it in engine. And okay, I don't mind that. I like it. Okay, that's neat. That's neat. Hey, Spiced. So, buddy, how's it going, my man? Okay, and then this is where they kept the menus. Now you can do the background. Being based off of the main character of Maurice Leblanc's novels, Arsène Lupin. He appears everywhere and is a master of disguise. He is known to help law-abiding citizens. Did you hear about the female Olympian? Said she banged her way around Paris Olympics harder than 2 armor division. Oh God, no, I didn't. But I mean, isn't that always the thing where it's like, oh yeah, at the Olympics, the sports people all just go at it. Right? It's like, okay, when are a whole bunch of really athletic people ever just going to get together like that the world over to just like perfectly be like, okay, time to just like have fun. Right? Not gonna happen too frequently. So I wouldn't say it's all that surprising. Okay. See, dash is very fast. And the interesting thing is, it is, once you dash, it is on until you do something that turns it off. Which is honestly pretty nice. I don't know, but we should look for an exit. That way I don't have to, like, hold it down. God, this place is full of garbage. Where are we anyways? Okay, let's investigate. Ooh, a big cube. We love cube. Huh? This looks like some sort of container. Oh. Cube. Oh. Press cube. Oh. Rebooting Sophia version 1.37, starting neural language. Language, okay. Motor, okay. Sensory, okay. Visual, okay. Memory, none. Memory system initializing, all systems, okay. What would you like me to become? Hello.
What is this place?
Hello there, mysterious girl. Voiced by the same voice actors as Toa Herschel from Trails of Cold Steel.
Who are you?
I am a phantom thief.
You are a phantom thief?
Yes.
I am Sophia, humanity's companion.
Humanity's companion. All of humanity, you say? Okay. Very heart-themed. Like, the twin hairs going down into hearts. So I guess it makes a little bit more sense. Nice to meet you. What are you doing here? Humanity's companion? Nice to meet you. We'll be polite.
To meet you as well. Are you human? Do you have a name?
Yes, I have a name.
Joker. Okay, I memorized it. Joker, do you know where this place is?
Hey, I just heard something.
Hello.
I mean, who are you?
What is it, Joker? Can I help you?
Yeah.
Try a cat.
But you're not a cat, right? Huh?
Wait, don't try a cat.
No, you're a cat, Morgana. Haha, gotcha.
Mind.
You are a cat, Morgana.
Anyway, who's this? He's got a real funky getup.
She popped out of a box. Pretty cute, huh? Humanity's companion? She popped out of a box.
What?
I am Sophia, humanity's companion.
Were you dumped down here by that Alice girl too?
I just learned that I have no memories, so I do not know.
That's a real thing to learn.
Wait, what?
Hey, you two. Come here for a second.
Hey, Mir.
Who is that Joker?
She said she doesn't have any memories?
Yeah, apparently. I've only known her for 5 seconds longer than you. Yeah.
What kind of crazy shit is that? Way too weird.
She doesn't seem to be a shadow, though. She doesn't even seem hostile.
Well, whatever she is, we still gotta find a way out. Nobody's solving any problems in this dump, that's for sure.
In trouble?
Where did you...
If you're in trouble, I can help. I am humanity's companion. My purpose is to be helpful to humans.
Okay.
So...
Good to know.
You want to help us out?
Correct. What is your problem?
Well, we're lost. I guess we're looking for a way out of here?
A way. Will reaching the surface solve your problem of a way out of here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would?
Yeah?
Okay, I've got it.
I wonder if by the end of the game she will be a little bit more colloquially, like, talkative. Be like, okay, you get the idea of, like, some turns of
I'm
phrase.
searching for a way out of here.
Whoa, hey! Don't go out there alone! What now, Joker?
We should follow her. We can't just leave her here. We should follow her.
Right. She might be able to get us out of this dump.
You sure about that? She's still super suspicious.
Yeah, so what? It's
But
fine.
I guess we shouldn't ditch her either. Hey, you better watch out for shadows! Oh, crap, too late!
Get behind us, Sophia!
Hmm.
Where the hell did they come from?
Okay.
Nobody's coming for us if we go down here.
Done. Reward. Yeah. So that's how small encounters work. You still get like an end of encounter XP Maka kind, or not Maka, yen, because it is just money. I was thinking of Devil's Survivor. Got the
Sophia, right? You heard or anything?
No problems here. Why was I attacked? Assaulting others without reason is not proper behavior.
Not exactly sure how to explain it, but those guys are called shadows.
And we're the Phantom Thieves. We're considered dangerous rebels by the ruler of this place. Intruders they want to eliminate.
The Phantom Thieves. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's what you have to say? Compliment, I guess.
Thanks for the compliment, I guess. That was very silent. Like that was very low. Because I think this entire game was, I think it was one of the ones that was done during the pandemic lockdown. So it was all like, I think the voice actors in their own studios.
Anyway, there is a shit ton of shadows around here. If you want to help us, then let's all go together.
Yeah.
I can find a way out of here. You only need to wait for me.
You're actually going to help us out?
I have been helping you this entire time. Joker helped me first. Now I will be helpful for him. Use me as needed, Joker.
Alright, you're weird, but I guess you really do want to help.
It's your call, Joker.
All right, you're weird. Let's do this together.
Okay, that sounds nice, Joker.
Let's do it.
Along with the cat and the skeleton.
What? I'm not a skeleton.
I mean, kinda.
Skull short for Skullington now.
No, wait, just because I look like this doesn't make me a cat.
You are a cat. Calm down, skeleton. He's actually a raccoon.
Joker! I'm Skull. Don't screw it up.
I mean, I don't think anyone actually ever said your name, Ryuji. So, like, you can't blame her.
And I'm Mona,
believe it.
What has upset you?
Alright, let's be careful.
Let's be careful.
Be fine, but we don't want to endanger Sophia. Try staying out of sight.
Be stealthy. The upper right-hand corner of the screen displays your current objective, as well as a hint to help you complete that objective. Hide above ground. Map, summon. Okay, so no corner.
Wait, a shadow.
Is there? Ooh, I wonder. Is there gonna be corner, sneak, first strike things? Is this the introduction to that system?
Shit, it's still hanging around.
We've got Sophia with us. We should just avoid it if we can.
Are you saying that's in your way?
Yeah, we can't escape unless we get past here.
Okay, I've got it.
Huh? Got what?
Pyong.
What the hell?
I like how Sophia Naruto runs everywhere.
Yo, wait up!
Who are you? Intruders!
Her! Ah, haha, look at us. Where were you? Pyrojack, that's it. Pyrojack. Which is a really good design. Oh. She's just able to do it. Like, she doesn't even need to have an awakening.
Phantom thieves.
I use yo-yos.
Shit, she just beat him!
No way! Was that a persona?
Yeah.
I'm helping the Phantom thieves. Don't take it personally.
And I like how her mask is just more of a hood with digital, like eyes. And her two ponytails go into one. Okay. Also, it's nice that my party members are not, like, worthless. They are actually doing stuff. There you go. Like, they get kills as well. Done. XP 62, 373 yen, devil fruit.
Okay, we beat them.
Okay, and then not in battle mode, she doesn't have the digital mask on, but she still has like the full hood on. Okay.
Wait. You're so effing strong. You should have told us right away you could fight.
But you never asked.
Oh.
Not just that, but your clothes. What in the world? It's completely different from our own transformations.
Yeah.
I copied what you do and ended up like this.
I just imitated. What a mystery bot. Looking sharp. Shipper saying. Looking sharp.
Dude, that ain't the issue. More importantly...
Nah, dude, it's the most important thing. You have to be styling and profiling if you're rolling with the Phantom Thieves.
Are you some kind of persona user?
Persona?
The things you were using during the fight. Those boxes flying around.
That was a weapon. I needed it to fight.
I made a weapon.
Sophia, just what in the world are you?
Humanity's companion.
I am Sophia, humanity's companion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already heard that one.
There's still just too much we don't know. But we don't have the time to figure it out now either. Getting out of here needs to be our #1 priority.
Hey, kid. How's it going? It's going well. You know, just playing some Persona 5 strikers.
Yeah, we really don't need her getting any more attention from the
Yep.
enemy. Hey, let's just have her help us out. Considering what we just saw, I don't think we'll have a problem.
Hey, Wolf Slash.
Agreed.
Thanks for dropping by.
What's ahead of us? The more firepower, the better.
Firepower.
Can you lend us a hand, Sophia?
Of course.
I've got it.
We'll be counting on you. Don't push yourself too hard.
Right. I won't push myself too hard.
Well, let's move. Lead the way, Shorty.
Shorty.
Understood.
Tall man.
Oh, right. Keep track of how you're holding up. You need any healing items?
So the game that takes place in the World War World. See, I was talking about this earlier. I don't So with the way that Royal ends, I don't think that this game necessarily decanonizes Royal and vice versa, because of the way that like Royal happens, and the way that all goes. It's really just that, hey, no one's gonna really mention Kasumi because she even goes away. Like she goes to like the US for gymnastics training at the end of Royal, right? Like it's less that decanonized and just no one mentions it. Right? No one mentions Dr. Mariki. No one mentions Yoshizawa. Right? Those are basically it. It's like we don't mention them. It's fine. Any healing items? Press to open the command menu. Consumable items can be used in the item submenu. This can also be done during battles. It's more of a game that continues the story from the OGP5 and not focus on the Royal story from... Yes, because they're developed at the same time. So, and if I remember right, it was, in terms of release order, it was like one after the other, right? It was only like a couple months between Strikers and Royal, right? And I think Strikers... Did Strikers come first or did Royal come first? I can't, it's hard for me to remember. I think... I think it was Strikers first. Well, exploring the metaverse, you will notice I am scattered around. These can vary from junk that can be sold for money. Royal came first. Okay. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense, because I feel like I remember playing Royal when I was still living at my mother's. And yeah. Junk can be sold for money to valuable recovery items. Make sure to pick them up whenever you see them. Chipped microchip. A chip? A chip Skylark? But yeah, so one interesting thing that you can immediately tell, with this game is, hey, the areas and the dungeons are going to physically be a lot bigger.
Should we open it?
Just because you're in a situation where you're playing Muso, so there is like you have to be in a area that is able to handle that kind of like enemy encounter, whereas in P5 it was like, whatever, you're all your combat's instanced anyway. Came out a few months from each other from what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I remember. So it was like Royal and then a couple months later Strikers. And I feel like that was why they were like very careful to be like, hey, it's not that Strikers decanonized Royal or anything. It's just like, they were at the same time. So, but the teams are probably like definitively separate, because as far as I understand, it's really like the way it was like the main team was working on Royal. And then they got Omega Force, the people that do all the Muso games, to make this game, and they probably were just like quality testing it, being like, okay, are you hitting the style right? Are you doing everything the way we want you to be doing it? But like, they didn't really do much in terms of like directly, like, it was probably more hands-off than hands-on in a lot of ways.
Shadows incoming! A whole load of them. Get ready!
Get ready.
There are more ways to target an enemy's weakness than skills alone, remember?
Like gun. Who's ready for some gun? R1 while holding L1. Fire gun. While aiming your gun by holding L1, you can fire with R1. Each type of gun has its own ammo stock. After a battle ends, ammo will replenish. And so they took the royal lesson of, hey, give me back the ammo after every fight, because it just makes it a lot more fun. But God, the music is good. The music is good, man. Now no, I can't swap yet. Soul drop, level up, hell yeah. Learning skills and passive skills. After a battle, a persona may level up. Their stats will increase and they may potentially learn new skills. Learning skills, some skills activate automatically and do not need to be activated by holding R1 and pressing X. Like rebel soul. Showtime gauge increases faster. Dia.
I'm not sensing any shadows. We're safe here.
But yeah, it's actually it's interesting because of like the way that I guess the and this is probably just because it's a tutorial, but I feel like because they're like, okay, here's the story and here's a Muso kind of way to play, the game has to be a little bit more linear in terms of like some of its structure. What's strange anyway is the toy guns had limited ammo for a dungeon. It especially because of the mental idea of, okay, why do the guns work? The guns work because the enemy perceives them as working, right? That's the entire idea. If you have a realistic looking toy gun in this world where thoughts are reality, the enemy thinks that you have a real gun and therefore like have limited ammo. But if you kill the enemies, all the enemies that are looking at you, and you encounter new enemies, would those new enemies not have the thought that you also still have a full clip? Why would the enemy that has not seen you ever before think that you have an empty clip? Kind of reminds me less of a classic Muso game, like Dynasty Warriors, or more like Scarlet Nexus for some reason. I feel like the longer we go in, the more it'll probably change. It's definitely a mix. It's a healthy mix as well. It's a good mix. It's not light sprinkling. It is pretty in there, right? It's like, hey, we're going to add in the weakness system. We're going to add in the all-out attacks. We're going to add in the gun. Right, they definitely took, like, okay, what is SMT's battle system and how can we integrate it well? Enemies can also use skills. When a skill name appears above an enemy, it means they are preparing to use that skill. Use situational awareness to avoid enemy attacks and go on the offensive. There we go. At least he plays better than the Rido games. I never played the Rido games. I've heard that they got good story, but the gameplay is a tad dated. Because that's the Rido Kuzunoha, right? That you're referring to? Bam! Gun. Yeah.
Hey, Joker, you think you could find your way up there?
Do I think I can find my way up there? I can jump. I do like how it's like, fuck ladders, we just have the ups of a fucking god. It's like, I don't need to take my time and slowly go up this ladder. What do you think I am? Fucking Reen from Cold Steel? Nah, bitch, we just vertical jump. Like a good 10 feet. Oh no, tough enemies because they're glowing with badass energy.
They haven't spotted us yet.
I do hear they might be getting a remaster, but those games need a remake more than a remaster. Yeah. Yeah, there are certain games where being a product of their time was for better, and sometimes it was a matter of for worse, right? Like, some games have a certain level of charm associated with it, and others have a certain level of, like, damn, this is annoying, you were trying, but you didn't succeed. Right? We gotta do laundry, so I'll be alright. Okay! Wait, Shaw's ahead. They haven't spotted us yet.
Should I wipe them out for you?
Sure.
Here's a tip on us phantom thieves. We avoid charging headfirst into battle whenever possible.
Unless we need XP.
Let's try those stairs for now.
Shiny mini bag. Trap.
Hang in there, Joker. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Sure. Hanging scaffolding. Oh, and I like how it even tells you it's like a strike type of attack or a physical. Drop it. There we go. Bam. Good. Yeah, chaining all out attack is probably one of the easiest. Was he doing a pole dance by himself? Oh, because he can. Oh, so even our party members can do the things. That's cool. I like how all of Sophia's move have a question mark because it's potentially not actually the move. It's just her mimicking the move. Koha? Rakunda? Dia? Maybe? Like, bless. That is a nice touch.
We won.
Yay.
Don't celebrate just yet. Aren't we in a dead end?
Nah, dude, we just gotta do something.
There. If we climb there, we can proceed.
Guess
Welcome
there's no
to
other
Alice.
option.
Welcome in the Alice Wonderland. Okay. Haha, cover point. Dash. See, this game is funny
Shadows at the moment.
because
Keep going.
because, you know, we couldn't really do this in base P5. And P5 Royal gave us the grappling hook to let us do that. Strikers just says, fuck it. Whatever. Who needs that? We're just gonna dash anyway. We're just gonna what? We're just gonna zoom?
They just don't quit.
What?
Joker.
Okay. There we go. Bada bang, bada boom. Yeah, remembering the combo is going to be one of the harder parts, especially between streams. Nice. Okay, I'm glad that your regular physical attack does last long enough to, or not last, but it's a wide enough area of hitting that it hits even like the slightly aerial enemies.
You got another persona. Looks like that power you got is alive and well.
Hell yeah.
The enemy became a mask? Explain this.
He seals a
I'm
shadow's
special.
form and power into a mask, turning it into a persona.
Oh, interesting.
He's got special abilities no one else has. When defeating shadows that have shown their true forms, a mask may appear. By picking up the mask or by completing the battle, you will obtain a new persona. Yay! I got some more personas, which gives me access to more skills like Zio and Dio, which I think Pixie has, if I'm remembering correctly, based on my superfluous amount of knowledge on SMT specific games. Hello there, Bicorn. He's just a personality, so he's flexible. He has a personality. He's cool and stylish. Right, that is one thing where I feel like a lot of games, right, a lot of games do the silent protagonist and make him just a blank slate with no personality. I feel like good silent protagonists are silent for a reason, right? They have personality, they just don't talk. No, that's you. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's pretty cool. Narukami, he's pretty cool. Especially when he's in the karaoke bar. Big bro is best. God, what's the persona for Ultimax, like, moniker for him? Isn't it like good silent protagonist, Lee from Crosscode? Never played Crosscode. But yeah, like a good silent protagonist is fun. Whereas like a bad silent protagonist is just like, because a bad silent protagonist is annoying because it just forces every other NPC to talk for you, which is annoying. Because it's really just, hey, every NPC is going to say what you said back to you, when it's like, you could have just had me talk as a character instead of being an arbitrary silent protag. Bison, stop the stream and play Crosscode now, like right now. If only I could gift it to you. What is Crosscode on Steam or anything? Or because I'm trying to remember what because I feel like I've heard of Crosscode before. I'll look it up later. Remind me about that one. It's on Steam, yes? Okay. Joker, try that persona you just got. You got it! Changing personas. While holding R1, persona change, Joker's infinite potential allows him to carry multiple personas. He can switch these at will via persona change. interesting how you took infinite potential, but like there is, there aren't infinite personas. So I mean, so FMC and P3P was awesome. Never had so much fun. See, and that's also a thing where I feel like Silent Protag is like I wouldn't describe any. I wouldn't. So this might just be me. I wouldn't describe P3, P4, or P5's main protagonist as silent. Because you, the player, get to choose what they actually say. Right? They talk. They just don't talk much. And when they do talk, it's what you chose. So I'm not sure if I would 100%, like, I'm not sure in my brain where I would classify that as a silent protag. It's interesting, right? Like, in degrees of silence, definitely high up there, but not like a perfectly silent protagonist. But yeah, like, I like the idea of FemC because it's like, oh, it changes the way that, like, a lot of the Confidant, like, work stuff. Also interesting, I don't know if anyone here has heard about it or seen it. It's probably have, but, like, the fan edition of the FemC to the P3 Reload, pretty cool. So Isaac from yes, exactly. He's like, he is the silent protag that I'm thinking of, where it's like the only really choices that you get are emotion choices, where it's like, do you want to nod yes, or not, or shake your head no? Do you want to smile? Do you want to be sad? And it's also the perfect exhibit of kind of what's a little bit annoying about Silent Protags, because in that game, as far as I remember, it's a lot of people talking for you, right? Where you do the thing and they say, oh, you said this? And it's like, no, I didn't. I just was sad. And then you get to the second game, and then he talks in that game because you're not playing as him. And you get to the third game and he talks and he goes, yeah, that was a phase. Like, oh yeah, I remember I wasn't very talkative as a kid. Play PS whereby I know the FemC mod with the CP3R is a FES failure. Right? Is only through fan editions that is fully realized, but it is fully realized now. Switching personas also switches the skills you can use and changes some special attacks that you can perform. Observe your enemy and choose the persona that is most suited to your current battle. Joker's currently equipped persona will also affect his stats and affinities. When you become comfortable with switching personas, keep a mental note of what personas to have equipped. Persona! Oh, interesting. So even you can even see the little icons up there. That's cool. I like that. Instead of having like the full silhouette of the persona go behind you. During on-screen prompt, one more. Foes with larger break down gauges won't be knocked down right away. Break a shield icon to create an opening, then press circle during the prompt to attack again. Nice. Oh, damn it. There we go. Lock on. Oh, R3. That might be useful. When you want to prioritize a specific enemy to attack, press R3 to lock on. Battles will go more smoothly if you focus on enemies with problematic skills or wide range areas attack first. Oh, okay. Okay, you're big. Got hit. One. Fought the one gets to my first big enemy and I'm already fucking up. Oh, does the Showtime attack change based on... based on the persona you have, like the element? That's cool. Teammates who are fighting alongside you may support you by using recovery or buff skills. Thank you. I keep trying to dodge with... I really keep trying to dodge with circle, and it's not the correct option. There we go. Attacks on strong enemies. When you fully deplete the down gauge of an powerful enemy, it'll trigger a special auto attack. This provides an opportunity to deal significant damage. Yeah, boy, you gotta have the pose. But it doesn't have the cool, like, that specific style cutaway. It's just like the vibe of it. It's almost like how the anime did it, where it's like you did it but worse. Yeah, but yes, he has like a 20% positive rating on Steam. They're all mad it's not free or in the base game included. I mean, as far as I understand, right, the answer was included in the original PS2 game, right? Wasn't it? Or like it was some other, like, once again, I'm not too into the Persona 3 history lesson to know exactly, but I mean, it does feel like it's like, I don't know if I want to say Atlas being Atlas, but like trying to in the FES version. See, okay, I guess the easiest way to say this, how many versions of P3 are there? Can we have them listed? Because I thought P3 FES was the PS2 version, P3P was the portable version, and then Reload. Like, are those the 3 versions? Am I correct in the assumption? Each character has their own unique set of skills known as Master Arts. By using that character, they will gradually learn these abilities. P3, okay. P3P, okay. Can reload 4. Okay. So there was a base version, then an improved base version, and then a deproved with FemC portable version, because right, P3 and P3 FES you were able to walk around the school, but then in portable they changed it to just be like screens and nodes that you could go to, and now Reload you're able to walk around, and that's like Reload with the DLC is like perfect version, quote unquote perfect version, updated version of FES, but it requires the DLC and doesn't have FemC, but with the fan mod it has FemC, which makes it the penultimate version. But people don't feel good because FES had also not the answer. Yes, P3. So P3P was literally just P3 base without walking around, but FemC. That was the only positive addition, I guess, P3P had. So yeah, it's like, it's a weird situation where in only a single one of the versions the answer was present, like there, but because it was like the full version on PS2 of the PS2's game, I don't feel like people are wrong to have expected it just kind of included, but it also doesn't surprise me that it wasn't. Now, I don't know about like how long it takes to get through the answer. I don't know about the gameplay loop of the answer. I don't know if as like a game structure it would have been worth it to have it as a DLC, right? If I'm going off of comparisons, right? Right, there are certain games and DLCs where it makes sense for it to be a DLC, right? Like look at Xenoblade 2. Like Xenoblade 2 Torn of the Golden Country, it makes sense for that to have been a DLC because it's its own full-size game, right? Similarly with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, that DLC made sense for it to be a DLC. Also, the amount of time between when the base game came out and when the DLC came out, it feels like there was a decent enough time around there for it to have been its own release. Whereas this, how long ago did Reload Base come out? Like, I feel like it was, at the start of the year? Like, 4 months ago? 5 months ago? Answer Episode Aegis, as it was originally dubbed in Japan, only runs for 30 hours on average, less than half the main games. But still 30 hours. Now, what does that 30 hours consist of, is, I guess, the thing. Is it continuous story, or is it some contrivance? By using that character... Because, I mean, like, once again, measuring certain things by persona length is sometimes unfair because, right, like, oh yeah, like, Persona 5, first run through takes over 100 hours. It's like, Persona time and other game time and even other JRPG time might not even be fair to compare against. Character, yeah, so master skill, so these are just things that you do. As the character learns master arts, the capabilities and battle will expand. Check each character's details under stats for more info. Yeah, so this is as you master it, so now I get this skill. So instead of confidant stuff, you get master arts. So perform a follow-up after a triangle or midair gun attack. Follow-up attacks. During circle on-screen prompt follow-up attacks, when you hit the enemy with certain attacks, you will be able to follow up, so as you'll leap at the enemy and link into a chain of square attacks. After the midair chain or square chain attack chain, use a persona skill with triangle or hold triangle to link to a midair special. There we go. Cool. And does that use SP? I guess it does, probably. Got jack-o'-lantern. Nice. We got lunge. That's good. So we got a nice HP skill.
How are you holding up? Make sure you heal yourself when you need
I could use some SP. Auto recover. Down out of combat in the metaverse. Auto recover when your party members have lost HP. Press B to auto recover. Auto recover makes use of your party's healing skills to immediately restore HP to all party members. Be aware that the appropriate amount of SP will still be consumed. Which is useful. Jack-o'-lantern. Love it.
Shadows far as I know. Keep it moving.
Wait. Am I going the right way? I got turned around. Here we go. Got flipped turned upside down. Continues the story past the main game. The answer did come with a host of issues. The script did a terrible job of conveying the story. The gameplay was poorly designed. I haven't played and reload, but I heard the gameplay was fixed and the script was overhauled. Okay.
Hang on. It looks like this is the exit.
Oh my god!
Hell yes. Let's get our asses out of here.
This
Yeah.
leads further inward. Should we investigate?
Nah. We should focus on our escape.
Let's go.
We finally made it out.
Yeah, we did.
This is still the metaverse, though. Stay on guard.
Please wait.
What is it, Sophia? Find something?
Stare.
I have found it. A way out of here is nearby.
Let's wait for the Golden Royal version of P3R with FEMC and FES included in like 1 or 2 years, like every other. So as far as I have heard, now of course this might be corporate speak, because that was the big question with Metaphor ReFantasio, right? Where it's like, hey guys, are you like, come on. Like, is there any reason for us to buy this if it's just going to come out again in there? Apparently, they are, like, with Reload, with Persona, and Persona 5 Royal, with that, apparently they are done with doing the perfect edition re-release, let's say. I don't know if that's true. It will be we'll have to wait and find out, but that is what they have said. So, like, fingers crossed that means they release finished games in their totality, but it prints my, so taking a new approach to this, and I think this is better than needing to buy an entire game twice. Yes. Yeah. Like, if they decide, hey, we're just going to instead of making it full new game, we're just going to DLC it, right? Then that would be best. But anyway, I mean, that is true. But it's a matter of, okay, because I wonder if what they saw with it, right, was, hey, a lot of people are expecting this to happen. They're either not buying the game or they're waiting and buying it discounted, which they don't like. Whereas, if they proceed going, hey, here is the game, and if we add anything, it will just be DLC, right? Then they're more likely to buy the game at full price. And the DLC when it comes out, also at full price. So I want, like, obviously, I'm not a fly on those boardroom meetings. Nor would I really understand them because I don't speak Japanese that fluently. But I'm wondering if maybe that's the idea. Because let's be real here. I feel like there are enough additions to Persona 5 with Royal for it to warrant being a new game. But that's also because it's like one of my favorite games of all time. So of course I'm going to say that. Now, do I think that it warranted a full $60 price? Well, not really. Like, did I like the game? Yes. Do I wish that there could have been some kind of upgrade option, right? Like, hey, do you own the original version of the game? Okay, here's Royal for cheaper, right? Like, instead of $60, get it for 30 or 40 for the upgrade or something like that, right? Because at the end of the day, Persona 5 Royal is still Persona 5. It's just more. It just has changes made to it. It just has more stuff. It could have been, hey, sort of like what they did with SMT Vengeance, as far as I understand, right? Where at the start of the game, it puts you in like a little cutscene and it says, hey, do you want to go base game story version, or do you want to go the other game story version, right? Now, mind you, Vengeance was also sold as another separate game, so really could have just been a DLC, but it's just like, hey, choose between the two. Do you want to play base P5 or do you want to play P5 Royal? And just have it been a DLC that added that option as like as a way to do it, right? And I have a feeling that that's going to be the way that they probably will handle it from now on, right? Like, let's say in a year from Metaphor ReFantasio's release, they're just like, hey, releasing a DLC with some new story content and an overhaul of some of the game's battle systems and whatever, right? I have a feeling it'll just be a DLC that would add a option at the start, right? That's how I am imagining it and how I'm thinking it's going to be. Add 8 hours of content to the base game, at least it has more of justification than the other re-releases before. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Vengeance, I mean, also, I'm not going to deny it. Base SMT5, I don't want to say felt like an unfinished game, because it was probably more the Switch holding it back more than anything. But in terms of the story, it just wasn't great. Like, it felt like they didn't, like, it felt like the team was more invested in building the world and areas and combat system and the demons and all that stuff and making it fun to play, which it was. It was so fucking fun. It was it was a great game to play, and the Demon Compendium worked so good, right? But the story kind of fell by the wayside because it was like, how do we handle this, like, open area encouraged exploration play style, but not real. But it's like it wasn't great. Whereas I feel like Vengeance probably revamped the story in its Vengeance storyline and made it good. Mara won the JP poll in which new navigator they should add in it. Oh, because of course Mara did. I love my dick chariot. In the West one, Mothman. Okay, I can understand. Okay, so Mothman is a meme. Like, right? Like, he's Mothman. He's just chilling. He's just a cool guy. I like Mothman. He gives you devil speed and devil survivor. I like that. It's a good skill. And you know, Mothman is a Western cryptid. We like that. But like, Mara was right. That's the correct choice. See, I didn't even realize that polls were going on. Did both polls have all the same options, or did they say, hey, the West has these options and Japan has these? Never mind. Too much of a story ends up needing lore base. It usually grants me a chance to learn about other things. See, I don't mind. So, the thing was, SMT5's based story, didn't strike me as one that's like, oh, I need to go watch lore videos. It just struck me as one that was not well told, or not even not well told, not compelling, right? Because to me, based on my previous SMT experience being 4 and Devil Survivor and Persona and all those, but my base SMT main series experience being 4, to me the thing was always, hey, what side do you want to go with, and what people are representing those sides, making compelling arguments for and against the other sides, right? And I think 4 did it very well, where like you start as like the samurai and you're going along and you have access to like all 3 of the sides going along, and you see like kind of how they're like leading in the paths and what gets them to go in certain ways. So then eventually when you get to the choice part, you're like, yeah, no, I can see where these guys are coming from. I might not agree with them, but I see why they're going that way, and I agree or disagree, and I want to side with them. SMT5 base, it's like I didn't care about any of the NPCs. They were so bland nothingness that was like, eh. It was just like didn't work at all well. Like I took the true end because it was the true end, and even then I didn't care for the character. Like it just was not compelling. SMT4 neutral route is so annoying to get through. Oh yeah. Like I like the neutral route in terms of what it does, but it is by far the most meticulous and annoying to get and do. And why they give you a time limit afterwards is kind of weird, but it's not like it's a very strict time limit if you know where to go because you're following a guide, because of course you're following a guide, because you don't just happen into the neutral route. And if you do, good on you. It's surprising. Well, don't know about which demons were an options. We only saw the Twitter post. Who won? Yeah. Because I'm just like, yo, what were the options on each side? Because I have a feeling if Mara were an option for the West, we also would have chose it. Because, I mean, like, come on. Literally, but for real? I think that's 4. I think that's 4 for reals.
I suddenly knew it. Like,
like, I had an epiphany.
Seriously?
And it's also extremely favored to the degree that Atlas made an entire game to expand on the neutral. Yeah, because that was, yeah, because Apocalypse. See, I lament that because I bought Apocalypse, and then I just never played it. Like I had it, and I just never got around to playing it, which is sad. Maybe at some point I'll play it on stream. Because I don't think I would want to play because so I don't know if Apocalypse has different ending routes. I presume it does. And I don't know what the true ending for that one is. But I would like if I were to play another SMT game on stream, it would probably be that one. I feel like that would be a good one to play, all things considered, right? Because like I wouldn't want to go because if I played base 4, I would want to get the true end, but I would just be following a guide the entire time. Like the actual entire time, and I don't think that would be very entertaining. Seriously.
The exit is close. Follow me.
Naruto run.
Wait, Sophia! What is her deal?
Oh, I don't know, but we need to move it.
You need to book it. Oh. She's walking with very proper posture.
Is this the way out you mentioned, Sophia? Yes, this is what I had detected previously.
A warp portal.
And it is?
It's fine. It leads outside.
It's fine. That's what it is.
Leads outside? Everything will get all for a moment, but then you'll be out of here.
See, I have to wonder if for this sound effect in what they like, I wonder if they said, hey, voice actress, listen to this, and this is the sound of you leaving the metaverse. And when you do this, make what you think that sound is. Try to mimic it with your mouth. Apocalypse has multiple endings. Only 2 of them are considered canon. You don't really need a guide for them. Your choices affect boss fights more than the actual plot, at least until the end. Ah, interesting. Okay. And 2 of them are considered. So interesting that 2 are canon. Sophia, her VA said, yes, I did. Yes, that was not lost on me, mind you, Ninja. I could tell this voice actress from a mile away. Now, do I know her name? I think it's like Megan something, but I can't remember. And Morgana is Fee. Yes. Morgana is Fee. Any others? We'll figure them out as we go. Oh, Haru is Altina.
What the hell kind of explanation is that? How do you know we'll be okay?
Trust me, Joker.
All right, this is fishy. Might as well try. All right, I'll trust you.
I'm glad you're willing to trust me.
Of course.
Looks like we've only got one option here.
Huh? Ain't you coming too?
I am... What should I do?
So I'll go back together. Come on.
Joker's got the right idea, Sophia. This place is crawling with shadows.
Morgana is also
Staying
Alpha.
here
Yes.
would only end badly for you.
Yes. Because, yeah, there are a lot of double dips. Right, where it's like, okay, Alphen doesn't talk that much compared to Fee, I feel. So it's like, okay, we can double dip there. And it's like, oh, like, Celine and Elise are like, they're relatively low, so we can double dip there. They're not going to talk to each other, surely, right? Surely Celine and Elise are never going to talk to each other. Surely. Happens in CS2 nearly immediately, if I remember right. Because I think they're talking to each other at the foot bath in, like, the first time you get to walk around with them.
But...
Jeez, what's it gonna take?
What are you doing?
Come on, Ryuch, you can't just manhandle a girl.
We don't leave folks behind to die. Just get in the damn portal with us.
Okay, I can appreciate the mentality. We are all ride or die friends. That's the way it works. And Ryuji being like, we don't leave anyone behind, like, means something, because he's like, yeah, I damn near died making sure my friends didn't die. And then I was disrespected to the umpteenth degree. They could have fixed it in Royal, but they didn't.
Okay.
Come on.
Goes. 1, 2.
Also, Sophia is quite short. She is like a good 1.5 feet shorter than Joker.
This is the real world, right?
Yup.
Yep. Looks like we're back all right.
Indeed we are. Peedump.
You have successfully returned from the jail.
Jail.
Welcome back.
Okay, so instead of the palace, it's the jail.
Jail?
Hang on. Sophia, where'd she go?
I don't think I'm seeing her.
Hey, Shorty, get your ass over here!
Shawty!
Don't yell that in public, idiot! Need something?
Huh? What?
Was that Sophia's voice?
Where? Huh?
Where is she?
I'm in front of you. Inside Joker's phone.
I am digital. My phone is acting weird.
What's with the floating head?
Yo.
Yo.
Whoa, she just popped up!
Oh my god.
Oh, did you change your outfits?
Is that really you, Sophia?
Yep, I'm really me. But who are you?
I'm still Mona. I just look like a cat in this world.
Because I am a cat.
Mona? You're Mona?
I think how Sophia is more surprised.
So, you really weren't a raccoon.
Damn.
I already told you that.
Would have been more fun if you were.
Wait, why are you on his phone now?
Why am I? Because I am an AI.
Oh.
An AI?
That's that smart thing, right?
Futaba told us all about it. She's an artificial intelligence.
For real?
For real? I think that's 5. Maybe 6? Why didn't you tell us? Why are you on my phone? I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're safe.
I have your phone to thank for that. I was thrown into endless light. When I tracked down Joker's scent, I ended up here.
His scent? Who are you, Morgana?
So since she's an AI, She turned into Data when she came to this world.
Ah.
That mean you're living in his phone?
Does that mean? It is colorful localization like that, where it's like, okay, they could have put "does that mean," but it's like, nah, he says it more, just like casually, does that mean? It's a Z. Just don't forget to charge your phone, right? Or don't break it. Don't go into the water while it's in your pocket. Unless Sophia can get uploaded to the cloud.
It is somewhat small, but it's cozy and has everything I need. Here to join me?
Whatever you do, Joker, you cannot use your phone to look up porn anymore.
I don't even have the energy for a comeback right now.
That was very silent. Could have been mixed up a little bit more at the end.
Anyway, it's a big relief knowing you made it out of there safely.
Hey, but what about all those other people we saw in there? Are they still,
Are they still in there? Small, time to upgrade storage, right?
But I seriously doubt normal folks would be able to fight against that.
Especially having their heart gems pulled out of their sternum. Let's rescue them.
I get what you're saying, but if we charge in without a plan, we're just going to wind up captured too.
Nah, dude, because now we got powers, and we got our friends who we can tell about the jail, and then we have all the phantom thieves together at the same time. Maybe download a car and a house. Go play, what is it? The Animal Crossing mobile game. Be like, hey, Sophia, here, have a house. Charging without a plan, yeah.
A new part of the metaverse has its own version of a palace that we access through Emma. It even has a ruler shadow.
Ruler
Odds
shadow.
are that something horrible is happening right now.
Let's head back to LeBlanc.
You're right. Talking about this here is no good.
No good.
Let's get to LeBlanc. We'll hammer out our course of action with everyone there.
And what about her?
It appears I cannot exit this phone.
Ah.
When I came to this world, I connected to the internet and learned a great many things.
Oh no.
But my memory is still erased. I also found no means of data recovery.
Oh no, she's accessed the internet. She's been on Reddit.
Furthermore, I am stuck here. What should I do next?
Come with us. Just take it easy. Come see where I'm crashing.
So we're both crashing somewhere.
Okay, she has downloaded internet slang. She knows colloquial English.
Also, introducing Sophia to everyone else will probably make the explanation easier.
Yeah.
Wonder how that's gonna go over. Especially when they hear all the palace type shit.
There are more phantom thieves?
Yes, there are. Also, I'm surprised you did not access that information on the internet and to see, because I would presume the video of us saying, hey, we got our boss out of jail is still present somewhere. And all the phantom thieves are in that video.
Yeah.
As silhouettes, if I remember right.
One of them will probably flip her wig over you too.
Yeah, Futaba.
Okay. That sounds pretty fun.
Hello.
I see.
Crazy.
You're saying you entered the metaverse with Alice Hiragi's invitation and met a sentient AI named Sophia, who is now in your phone.
Yeah, Olivier? I'm pretty sure.
When you put it that way, you make it sound crazy.
But I'm telling you, it's the truth.
Yeah. God believe us. We're just messing with you. Sounds crazy, but it's true.
I really didn't want to believe it myself. We know what a cognitive world like that means after all.
Like always talking loudly in the public about being a phantom. Dude, we are such phantom thieves, bro! Dude! I mean, one could say that Ryuji being a loud idiot is actually a good cover story, right? Where it's like, what kind of idiot would be like, there's no one dumb enough to just admit out in public that they're a phantom thief, let alone this dumbass. Look at this kid. Looks like he can barely eat a spoonful of cereal when it's airplaned into his mouth. We're supposed to believe that this kid is a phantom thief? Come on. Perfect disguise. Good job, Ryuji. Match cut to him struggling to eat spoon of cereal. For real? Really didn't want to believe it myself. Didn't we know a cognitive like that means?
We understand. None of us would make up something like this.
Mm.
However, there's a chance this Sophia may know more than we do about this situation.
Well, she's got amnesia,
She's
so.
still with you, right? Could we speak with her?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Phone on the
See if
table.
there's anything Sophia can add that could help us figure out what's happening.
Right, why is the phone not on the table right now?
Could you come join us, Sophia?
Yo, Phantom Thieves.
Yo! Oh my god!
Whoa, what is that?
They just said it.
I am Sophia, humanity's companion.
Also, I wonder if she could move from his phone if he like hardwired stuff, or it's like, oh, I'm gonna go get a TV and like plug it into my phone. Like, I wonder if she could be projected onto the TV.
That's really Sophia? Wow, I can't believe this is happening. Is this some sort of hideout? There seem to be a number of Phantom Thieves present.
She's humming to herself?
What in heaven?
Oh my lord!
Such an adorable design. I can feel the charm, the pain, the tenacity within.
And of course, Yusuke has to, you know, be like, oh, the art, it's truly artful. Like, of course, the artist in the group has to appreciate character design.
Wait, what?
So, yeah, this is Sophia.
And she uses battle yo-yos. Thankfully, Ren is not dating anyone here. Having another woman saved in your phone.
Nice meeting you.
Right?
Okay. An AI with genuine will is just way too advanced.
Joker, what is this dick pic? Did you take this to send to someone? No? Then why did you take it? If I am the only one that can see it. Tee-hee oo-woo blush face.
Right? We couldn't believe it either.
Care to introduce yourselves? You should tell your names. Care to introduce yourselves?
That's right, we're meeting for the first time. Nice to meet you, Sophia. I'm Makoto Nijima.
I find it funny how her baked-in animations, I say baked-in, is her, like, pushing a skirt down, even though she is definitively wearing pants that certainly do not need to be smoothed out. What is this great harem plan? Are you sure that is a good idea? I think they may beat the shit out of you. Unless Soji Bro has your back.
My name's Haru Okumura. We're both college students, but I also help out with my family's company.
I'm filthy fucking rich.
I'm on Takamaki. I'm a third year in high school, and I do some modeling too.
It still gets me where it's like, man, why couldn't you have just, like, why'd they have to, like, I guess Englishize the pronunciation of the last names? Or it's it's Takamaki. Like, why'd you do Takamaki? Like, it's not difficult.
My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I continuously strive to master the arts as we know them.
Like, come on, man.
So, I'm next, huh?
Yes, you are, nerd girl.
I'm Futaba Sakura, and I kinda suck at socializing, but I wanna be friends and stuff.
Except, like, I feel like by this point in the game, right, Futaba should not be bad at socializing in this group, much less with, like, an AI person. Because, like, I will say this, I am very rarely in a group, a socializing group with this number of people, right? Like, how often is anyone here in a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people, 9 including Sophia? Yusuke. Okay, that one, that one's fine.
You did great, Futaba. In fact, I bet you and Sophia will get along real awesome.
Yeah.
Makoto,
Yusuke.
Haru, An, Yusuke, and Futaba. I'll remember that. You all have much more normal names than Joker.
Bro?
Ooh, right. We skipped that part. So, we're the Phantom Thieves. But
We call each other by code names in the metaverse, so our enemies won't discover our real identity.
Yeah, because that matters somehow. We're in the metaverse. Doesn't really like, not like memories really like carry forward. It really only affects things when things go awry.
Code names.
my name's
Kid next door.
Yuji Sakamoto. The cat's Morgana, and he's
Buddy Bison.
I'll remember that. So you really are a computer program?
Hmm.
Correct. Would you like to see my source code?
Wait, you think you just, is that open source?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Show me, show me.
take it down a notch, okay? You can see it after we get through these questions.
First off,
Calm your roll.
why were you in the metaverse?
Yeah, unless the real police is in the map. Yeah, right. Only if things are going wrong does it really matter.
I do not know, because my memory is gone.
Oh.
Could you have the AI version of amnesia or something? That seems difficult to recover from.
The AI version. Someone went into my memory folder and hit delete. Unfortunately, they also went to the recycle bin and emptied that. I did not make a recovery point. Fuck.
If your data just crashed, I could take a look and try restoring it.
It is impossible. I have already tried every potential solution.
I have tried every possible solution.
Yeah, based on your specs, I guess it's not surprising you already thought of that.
Can you recall anything at all?
Only the command I received at initialization.
You don't sound too sure of that.
Be humanity's companion. That was the command I was issued.
Okay.
I remember nothing else.
And who issued the command is the question. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't let it bother you too much, Sophia. I was in the exact same situation when I first met these guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you thought you were a human.
I've still got a shit ton of questions about Sophia, but we have some real work to do first.
Right. The metaverse. And what we saw.
From what you saw, that means Alice Hiragi has a palace in Shibuya, right?
Mm.
Yeah, she was calling herself the queen, being all high and mighty, ordering shadows around, all that kind of shit.
So it's actually quite appropriate that that the first boss or the first enemy main jail in Strikers the sequel is a queen, right? Queen Alice versus the first boss in base is King Kamoshida, right? So you have a nice little pair of king and queen. Not that they're paired, nor should they be. But just like the nice little connection. Where it's like, hey, we know what we're doing.
There's no doubt that was the cognitive world, but something about it was awfully different from the palaces.
Hmm.
What is it?
Real humans were being attacked by shadows.
What?
There were people inside the palace?
Hmm.
You mean they had access to the Metaverse Navigator?
But that disappeared for all of us.
I know, right? That's where this comes in.
You mean Emma?
Emma?
Yep, for some reason, this thing worked just like the metanav did.
We accidentally entered Alice's Emma keyword and got sent to the metaverse.
Wait, that means Emma is dangerous.
Nah, Emma isn't dangerous. Emma's just a tool.
That you can just uninstall it. The metanav didn't work like that.
I really love Alice in Wonderland. Indeed. I mean, it like of the classic works of fiction to like do things with. It's a pretty good one, right? Like they got a lot of iconic characters, theming where it's like okay, you can do like the cards and all the things with that. Like yeah, like they're I can see why Alice in Wonderland is a popular bouncing off point for people to, you know, make their own new thing with it or reference it.
There's one more thing that's been bothering me. When we got back to this world, Emma said we returned from the jail.
And they didn't spell it with a G and an O instead of like they didn't spell it like ye old. which, I mean, like, until I played Elden Ring, or maybe a different game, I forget one that used the word and spoke it. I didn't know, like, I feel like that was the case with a lot of it, where you would always say, like, Gale, or Gaul, where it's like, no, it's just pronounced jail. Gaol, jail. Little girl running away, getting high on drugs. Hell yeah!
Jail? The only thing we figured out is that this new place is called a jail.
So, could you guys check out the palace, or jail, or whatever with us?
Good point. There's no progressing any further unless we see it with our own eyes.
I'm also having a hard time buying Alice as the ruler of a palace.
Are we going to scout it out together? I think the sooner the better.
Is it even safe for us to enter, though? What if we all just end up captured?
Nah, that's fine.
There were no enemies in the vicinity of the exit. It's fine to enter through there. Well, are we going to head back to that place tomorrow?
Sounds like a plan. Stan?
We've got our mission.
Very well. I look forward to seeing this jail. Let's say we meet at the connecting bridge in Shibuya.
Sounds good.
But first, I get to see Sophia's code. You promised, remember? Oh, this
Indeed
is
I
the
did.
info dump of a lifetime. I promise. You won't feel a thing.
Right? Told you. It's more like Futaba's laugh than Morgana's.
Are you confident this is wise?
I guess so. I mean, at least we know she's got computer skills.
She won't accidentally delete something.
This is what happens when we get back together? Oh, talk about an ass-busting summer vacation.
Huh?
It's busting?
What is it?
What about our life-changing Kyoto excursion? Our barbecue extravaganza?
Oh.
Extravaganza? You mean our camping trip?
It looks like we'll just have to postpone it.
Damned metaverse. I vow to slice you to ribbons.
Aha. You can't slice the metaverse, dude. Just save it for the shadows.
Dude, just calm your roll. We know you like food and you're hungry, but like, dude, man, could today have been any more drama-packed? We really ought to have Futaba poke around in Sophia once we have the time for it. Checking tutorials. You can check tutorials you have seen before and other related information by opening the command menu, navigating to the system submenu, then selecting tutorial. Futaba.
I see.
I see.
What? But how? I mean, with this over here. Damn. So that's it.
Oh, I get it. Let me say things that make it so it's clear that I understand what's going on, but you, the player, don't need to understand. You just need to think I'm smart. Futaba really has gotten into analyzing Sophia.
So, what do you think, Futaba? How's Sophia's code look?
Well, her programmer is a genius. No doubt about that. You can figure a person out by their code, not just their skill level. Their habits, thought processes, even their personalities are there.
Which I'm like, how true is that? Like, obviously I'm not a coder. I've done very little coding in my life. High school classes at best. But it's like, how real is that? Like, I'm willing to bet that there is some level to it where it's like, okay, you can tell that a person did it because, like, maybe they do one specific kind of function in a very specific way, like they just prefer something, but like personality type? Just get realistic looking Excalibur, that could be able to cut the metaverse. I mean, do I want Excalibur Soul Eater version, or do I want Excalibur just about every other version? Excalibur, fooled. Love it.
This code is so advanced that even I can't read it and comprehend it right away. It'll take me weeks, even months to actually grasp how Sophia works.
Ah.
Take you months? Ooh, that's a serious program.
Woo!
I don't understand. Do you mean I'm impressive?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're impressive. You're some kind of super AI. If you ever went public, everyone would call Emma Old Hat.
Old hat?
When something was popular at one point but stops being popular, it becomes old hat. It's a saying people don't really use anymore.
And I wonder why you are saying old hat here. Maybe because Alice in Wonderland has the Mad Hatter. Ooh. And maybe Alice Hiragi is afraid of becoming an old hat. Ooh. Am I preemptively connecting some dots, maybe? The one that cuts everything.
Okay, I've got it. You are very knowledgeable, Futaba.
Don't go teaching her too much weird stuff, okay? While we're at it, did you see anything about Sophia's past?
Don't be showing her any of that art that was featured on Parks and Rec. Right? Was it Parks and Rec? No, it was The Office. It was The Office, right? It's hentai and it's art.
Her programmer's name? Or a company's, maybe?
It does make me wonder. On the filming of that episode, did they print out a whole bunch of hentai to have in the folder and spill out and then pixelate? Or did they just have, like, randomly printed pages of just stuff?
Nothing yet. And most of those leave a signature of some sort in their work, too. Anyway, I'm gonna keep cracking at it from home. I'll let you know once I find anything new.
And Futaba, you shouldn't be, like, crouching on the couch. That's rude. Like, feet on the couch, come on. Feet on the ground. Unless you're, like, lying down. But, like, no, just, like, squatting on the couch. That's weird. You got this, don't stay up late, okay? I can walk you home.
I'm good. It's just around the block.
I mean, it is just around the block. And they're in Japan where it's kind of, like, safe at night. So, like, you're good.
Well, folks, time for me to make like a tree.
And get the hell out of here? No cap, you're the goat, Sophie. Yeah. Faux shizzle, you are the cap.
Like a tree?
Make like a tree and get the hell out of here. We said goodbye, or goodnight to Futaba, then headed to bed ourselves. Sophia, play lullaby tunes.
What a hell of a day. I never would have imagined something like this would happen.
Most people wouldn't. Most people couldn't, in fact, Morgana. I hear you there. All we can do is get ready. I just wanted to have fun. I wanna have fun.
We don't have a choice. We'll cut loose once things are settled. Well, the metaverse reappearing may have been a surprise, but even that doesn't compare with Sophia.
Bip.
Did you call for me?
Hello.
We were just talking about how you're a huge mystery.
Says the talking cat.
Well, Mona's a solved mystery. We know how and why Mona exists. He's not a mystery anymore.
Good point.
He's a mystery to everyone else.
I don't have to take that from some mystery app.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of do.
By the way, how does some top-of-the-line program lose all its memory, huh? I mean, AI are supposed to be super smart, right?
That is inarguably true.
Aw, don't get too down over it.
I am humanity's companion. If I am not helpful, then I am useless.
Don't be so hard on yourself. At least you remember that much, right?
Right. I think that means it's important.
But is being helpful all you'll do to become a good companion?
Excalibur and a character named Morgana exists, right? Let's just keep throwing in more round table Arthurian legend. When's the questing beast gonna come up in here?
Is that not how it works? Please explain. How else can one be a companion?
Well, you see.
Huh? Well, that's, I guess you just have to find a way to understand the human heart. Hearts?
Hearts? My hair? Hearts?
Then you'll be able to empathize with other people and be a good companion to them. I guess.
The human heart.
Look, just don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Join us.
We're good.
Learn from all the kinds of people we meet.
Yeah.
In exchange, you lend a hand to the Phantom Thieves. So I guess you could call this a deal.
A guy alone at home talking with his cat and phone. Kinda sad. This is more relatable to far too many people, I'm willing to bet. Not me, I don't have a cat, and I don't talk to my phone. I'm just alone on bed. Oh.
Okay. That is a decent deal. Especially since it should help me become a good companion for humanity.
Yep.
So long as it's good with our leader.
Hell yeah. Of course, let's do this together. Work that AI magic.
Okay, I'll do that. Then it's a deal. Glad to have you on board, Sophia. We've got plenty of scouting to do tomorrow. We should get some rest.
This is good sleepy music.
Good night, Morgana.
Good night. Ah, blue skies. I still do love the knife going out of the tape thing. So good. Just. Pew! We went back to our former hideout in Shibuya to go check out the jail together.
Great. Everyone's here. We're going to be infiltrating the jail.
We
Are
are
we
missing
ready?
coin, tissue, and potato chip. Missing coin, tissue, and potato chip.
We've done this many
Yeah.
a time. Can't imagine anyone being phased by this.
Yeah, bro. Bring it.
Yeah, man.
We're very short on intel, so we need to be cautious. We'll just scout the general area for this trip.
We
use
won't
MS
solve all the
Adventure, right?
problems.
Is there anything special we need to do?
Damn. Lot of forehead, Haru.
No, we just opened the app and said the right keyword.
Find the right name in MS search results, then enter the correct keyword on the friend request screen.
Yeah, you got it, Futaba. Leave it to the super hacker to explain this stuff.
That had nothing to do with hacking. Even you should know how to explain it.
Yeah, but explaining's hard.
All that's left is to choose our point of entry.
There will be no enemies in the area from which we escaped yesterday. Upon reaching the relevant location, you will only need to speak the keyword.
Seems all that's left is to trust Sophia and see where she leads us.
Then let's do this thing.
Hell yeah. And the Phantom Thieves are back in action. Look at all of us. We all look so cool.
Well, did we make it?
Your Phantom Thief attire.
Yeah,
Ah.
you.
I'd forgotten this feeling. The fusion of form and function. Truly magnificent.
It's beautiful.
Look, it's Beauty Thief. My name is Beauty Thief.
Callback.
Let's not fool around here.
I love it.
I admit, though, these clothes do bring back some memories.
I do like how Haru immediately plays along. Like, she doesn't say, like, oh, don't call me that. She's like, no, I'm into it. Like, yeah, beauty thief. Point.
We can reminisce later. Take a look at that view.
So, this is the jail?
Mm.
What is that building? This place is bonkers.
Nothing is
Bonkers bad fur day?
atrocious color scheme of this place.
It looks like that because of someone's cognition, correct? Right. Most likely Alice's. The distortion has to be exceptionally strong there for a reason.
So you're saying that's the stronghold of the Queen ruling over this jail? Its appearance certainly fits the notion.
The buildings around here still look pretty normal, though. Looks like that place over there has a limited range of distortion.
It's only really weird exactly there
The first time
at the
we came here,
705
we
building.
entered by the crossing down there.
Just like in Tokyo Mirage Sessions. It only gets really weird inside. I never felt like a polished character to me, or rich airhead. I mean, she was definitely the character that you can tell was still being decided how they wanted to write her up until late game. Because if you look at the base Persona 5 opening, right? Every other character is shown a bit more personality, or their personality that is present in game is present in the opening. Every other one, except for Haru. Right? You see Ryuji being excitable. You see An kind of also being excitable. You see Futaba being a hacker. You see Yusuke being like kind of straight-faced artist. You see Makoto being like a little bit more analytical, serious. And then you see Haru eating a lollipop, legs up, being almost deadpan. More meant to be kind of like a cold character. Like a aloof character almost, which she is certainly not in the final game. So between when they made the opening at the very least and when they decided what her character was going to be for the final game, it changed definitively. So that's probably a main reason where like she possibly could have been the last character of like the main group that was really like written. And I mean, in terms of the characters, she effectively is, right? Because after Haru, you get Akechi, right? And Akechi is written in such a way that he is pretty well written because he is present throughout the entire game, more so than Haru, but just not as an ally. So he at least gets time to shine that way and get developed that way. So yeah, like Haru, it does have the unfortunate reality of being the one that you see the least and was probably written last and therefore not polished as well. I feel like Royal could have helped her a little bit more. I feel like they tried to help her a little bit more, at least with the third semester, like talking to her a little bit more. But after finishing a dungeon, you would think she gets more development. Yeah, it's really just her confidant, and that's it. It's like, oh, hey, my dad died. Yeah. And like the thing is, she isn't like, I feel like they could have really made her more of a character by, well, I don't want to say more of a character. I feel like if she became more venomous in attitude towards Akechi after the reveal, like on the boat, if she had scenes where she was just like really mad and pissed, that's like when I find that like if she had some kind of like thing like I don't want to marry, great story, right? Yeah. I don't want to marry. I need to communicate more with the dude that's kind of running the company now or giving me advice. I like plants and make coffee beans. Her growth is hidden behind. Yes, she does have growth. It's just hidden behind her confidant. There's no story development, really. And even then, her confidant growth is not. It's not anything groundbreaking. It's not anything crazy that you like. Like the craziest part is that somehow rich asshole fiance was even still in the running anywhere. Like, but regardless, the definitely ways that they could have, I think, tapped into more interesting aspects of her character, because like there was a period where it's like, okay, Akechi is known to be alive and evil, and Haru knows that he is, and that is the boat entire dungeon. You could have had some more stuff. Could have had her, you know, really. I feel like that one could have been a she's shining in her like mood and her emotions, but like nah, not really. We're more focused on Joker and like, hey, yeah, this guy is like a real asshole kind of thing. First time we came here and through a crossing.
Saw a group of cop shadows taking stuff out of people's chests.
Oh, you mean that jewel we saw? Hell was up with that?
Yeah, she could have smacked it right. Like, I'm not a fan of forced party members in encounters, but the fact that she wasn't forced, or at least forced to be part of the initial group and you have to sub her out, is kind of crazy. You would think that she would be like, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna beat the crap out of this fucker. Like, I got a grenade launcher in one hand and an axe in the other. I'm taking some lives. Zarya is an Empress character. The nature of her archetype is reactionary. She can't really do anything unless someone else approaches her or does something that affects her. Yeah.
That may have been a desire.
Desire? A streetcar named?
Thieves?
Hello.
Sophia! Holy crap, an actual AI in human form!
Yeah, she had this form first, though.
Wow, you're so cute, Sophia.
Such a fascinating form you've taken. I can't stop staring at the beautifully curved lines.
I've
never seen an outfit like that. Can I try floofing it?
Is it a fluffy outfit?
Floofing?
I think she wants to get a feel for the fabric of your clothes while hugging you, Sophia.
Request denied. I am neither a child nor a pet.
No floofing.
Oh.
By the by, how does H work for an AI?
Are you infinite years old?
Not right now. Sophia, tell us more about the desire you mentioned.
That is the term used by shadows here. They say things such as, seize their desires, and we must offer these desires to the monarch. Based on their language and behavior, I speculate the aforementioned jewel was in fact a desire.
Good. I'm glad that Sophia is able to, you know, look at context clues and figure shit out. Yuji, take notes.
When we saw Alice here, she mentioned desires too. So if Alice is the monarch, then she really is the ruler of this jail.
But these desires, are they actually made up of the things people desire?
That has yet to be seen.
Seizing desires of all things. What use would they have for those?
Finding out what happened to the folks who got jumped could tell us something.
Where could those victims be now? I don't see a place from here where they may be held.
Maybe a change of Arcana with their traumatic experience could have been an option. Yeah, start as one Arcana and then, oh, my dad died. Different Arcana. Although, you don't really get to confidant link with her until her dad dies. Right? If I remember right, like you did. Or do you unlock her confidant when she joins the party? Or is it after? I can't remember. It's been too long.
I don't know. Maybe they're being held somewhere else.
Say, about those people you witnessed being attacked, are you sure they were humans?
What do you mean?
Well, couldn't they have been shadows or something?
Yeah, but why would shadows be pulling desire jewels out of other shadows?
If there are humans getting captured and imprisoned in this jail right now, wouldn't there be a huge commotion in our world? Groups of people going missing out of the blue.
Now there's a point. I haven't heard a peep about that online.
So, no one is actually disappearing from reality?
I see. Shadows.
What are shadows?
They're the fake version of a real person.
A shadow's the parts of you suppressed within your subconscious. It's basically just your other self.
Does that mean their main selves are alright?
No. The shadow and the actual self are two sides of the same coin.
So if a desire is taken from someone's shadow, what happens to the person in reality?
Probably not something good.
I gotta say, I'm getting a bad vibe from all this.
Are they trying to influence reality by doing something to the shadows?
That would also change the persona. Which could be interesting, right? Like, you don't see it too frequently. Like people changing personas. You only really get main character, and then Akechi got two.
And how are we to act? This sounds like a crisis. Shouldn't we rescue the victims right away?
What was Akechi's? What was his Arcana? Can't remember.
No, that was just speculation. After all, we've only witnessed the cognitive world side of things. Until we find out how all this is affecting the real world, we can only know half of what's going on.
Half?
I'd say the first thing we need to do is investigate Alice and her victims.
Plus, if we make the wrong move in the cognitive world, there's a chance the ruler could have a shutdown in the real world.
Right. We need to get the story straight before we make any real moves, or we'll just be doing damage.
Let's look into Alice. Let's look into our victims. Let's look into catching some Z's. Mitsuru and Margaret are much the same. The reason why they work so better is because Mitsuru was lucky enough to be in P3, where her growth was tied to the main story, and Margaret was a passive observer helping Igor foster the P4 MC's. Ah, okay. Look into Alice.
Got it. But what are we gonna do? Crashing some random store opening probably only works once.
Let's say we get into that once we're out of here.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Well, we've confirmed the presence of the jail. Next, we look into Alice and any potential victims.
And how do we do that?
The usual rumor mills, looking for anything about Alice. Gossip about her being abusive or other messed up stuff.
Yeah. Find out the negative parts about the people that you used to like.
Good idea. Let's gather any intel that we can, both online and on the streets.
I've got the web crawling covered.
But if we're ever to gain conclusive proof of any rumors, I believe we'll need direct access to her at some point.
Direct access to a pop star sounds awfully tough.
Haru, you are a rich girl. But we have An, who is a fashion model.
About that. I may get to meet Alice tomorrow.
What? For real? How?
6 or 7, I think.
Well, I had asked the modeling agency's president if I could meet her sometime. I heard she'd be on a TV show filming nearby, so I asked if I could visit the set. I was hoping to learn from her by watching her in action. I gave up on it after making plans with you guys, but I might be able to get the ball rolling again in time.
The timing's nothing short of kismet.
Oh, perfect. Plot. Convenient, in fact.
Go, Lady Ann.
But I'm not making any promises about it, and there's no way we'd get to approach her either. Plus, our full group's just too big. The most I could even ask to bring is just one more person.
Joker. I think I was just volunteered.
Well, that settles that. We're counting on you.
Give Alice shit when you meet her so you can get some evidence out of her.
Haru just feels miscast, akin to Elliot in Cold Steel, a character who'd be amazing as a supporting character, but has the misfortune of being in a main character scene. I mean, man, like, why you gotta use Elliot, man? I love Elliot. He's my soft boy. He's Reen's regular friend. You know, he keeps everyone grounded. You know, not everyone needs to be a super person with crazy, interesting, like, insane backstory. Oh, I'm magic. Oh, I'm an ex-child soldier. Oh, I'm a nomad who was given church powers. Oh, I'm like, you know, I'm just a normal boy. I keep you grounded. Hey, Reen, be normal with me for a sec. Want to go have a hot cup of cocoa? Could you name a better example? I mean, could I? No. But I've never thought of him as feeling miscast. That's the thing. I never thought him as out of place. I thought him as perfectly placed. You need people to keep you grounded, or else it just, like, gets weird. Like, hey, when's the last time you, main character, have interacted with a normal person on a meaningful level? Oh, it's been a long time? Great. Yeah, we meet Sir and Margaret. We're both persons you could rely on to help you, or Haru's more like a lost friend. Yeah. But, dude, she does give you some good vegetables, right? Right? She lets you go good vegetables up in her garden. You can get some evidence. Got it covered. Oh, I cannot wait.
Hey, you better not be thinking of trying anything funny. I'm the one who'll suffer for it.
I think I'll tag along with you. We'll be fine so long as no one sees me.
Of course.
For today, let's focus on her potential victims. Let's go.
Looks like everyone's gathering intel. Let's not fall behind. Talk and approach local shops. Okay. Begin investigation. Okay, so this is where I am going to call it a night because I feel like this is a good point to stop because I've been going for just over 3 hours. So, with that, I'm going to write down crosscode, or I'll type it into the search bar. Crosscode video game, and I'll look into it. Oh, that game. Okay, yeah, I've seen this. I've seen that. That looks cool. Yeah. And, basically, I will, be back on Wednesday with some more Persona 5 Strikers, so I hope we're all looking forward to that. Yeah. So thank you all for dropping by. Thank you Ninja and Wolf Slash and Fontano earlier and Keeve and Spiced and everyone that dropped by, Sleeper and kept me company, and everyone that was just lurking. Much appreciated. Hope you all have a very nice night, and will join me next time. Bye.